Okay, then sharing the link to Crooks Classics.
Okay, image saved. Now I can copy that to text at my leisure.
Need to turn Merle into a 2D tune.
No, turn me into a robot.
Fair.
Okay, I was clearly not done with the Hero Forge.
RPG Dungeons.
It's coming off. I'm literally dressed up in how I think Stitch would be dressed in the middle of something.
Nice.
Black pants, black Superman shirt, and a Hawaiian button up as well.
You know?
Okay, that's good enough. I can.
That's a
minimize Discord now. All right, we are officially live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to. Why is my bitrate 0? Wait.
Hello,
why is
everybody. Welcome to Why Is My Bit Rate Zero, the
Wait, no. Why is
internet variety show.
No, wait. It's not 0. It's 6,165 kbps.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing? Are you
That was quite a
Are you
lot.
on Mars, brother?
The world. What is eating my bandwidth? Ziz, can you pop in?
Are you downloading something?
No. Could one of y'all pop into the Discord, into like the open stream real quick and check to see
Twitch?
like Twitch? Thank you.
I mean, I'm there. Let me
One
go
moment.
to click on it. What do you want me to check?
I want to know if we are audible or if I sound like I'm talking into a blender.
No,
Well, first off,
Okay,
there's
I
an
can hear
ad.
Oh,
I can hear us. I didn't know you'd gone live.
that's why I said going live in 5, 4, 3. No one was listening to me. Everyone's been doing like unmitigated chaos. I understand that we haven't done the the chat and chill for a while.
All right.
Oh
and
God,
now I am-
TTRPGs is trending on Twitter. That's never good.
Oh no.
Okay.
Also, y'all are now live to my audience.
And as a reminder again, don't show the Discord chat.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, hey, Frank the Bear, thank you for resubbing.
Yeah.
Meryl, thank you for resubbing. Hype Train just started in my channel. I don't know what that means or what to do with it.
Where the
Nothing.
fuck-
Oh, if we had enough
I
people,
need to charge my phone.
you have limited time to earn exclusive. Oh, sub gift or use bits to get to the next level.
Oh my gosh.
What are bits?
That's
Oh, I have
exciting.
bits. Ooh.
Yay.
Ooh.
Oh, you didn't turn off your hydrate.
Jeez, no.
Okay, hydrate.
Tell you what you do. You get hyped.
Is this just gonna be y'all bullying me until I manage to calm y'all down enough that I can run the game?
Yes,
Also
absolutely.
hydrate. It's been 30 minutes.
I am
I bought you water.
Guys.
Pretty much what it is just, you know,
Ooh, I see you added all
enough
sorts of...
people celebrated in a row that
You're really breaking up.
Yeah,
Okay. Now I have to remember to
but
stream.
I'm very glad to
Like-
know that I can...
party. Woo. We like party.
You are kind of...
Now you're cutting out.
Okay. Posture check off, hydrate off, stretch off, random FFXIV minion off, random FFXIV mount off. Yes, disable this reward.
Why are you off hydration check? They're important.
Because y'all can't see me if I drink or stretch.
Well, yeah,
True.
like, just make hydrate X6 reward, and it's like the entire party hydrate, the entire party posture check.
I
Now I have to go in and...
I trust you to treat my 100 virtual coins in a realistic and applicable manner.
Oh, yeah, no, I have to go in now and find where it, like, oh, this person spent this coins. It's like, okay, yes, I'm aware they spent this coins.
Also, why?
I spent 20 minutes getting this ready.
It's
Well,
okay.
it's all good. It's a Sunday. We're all chilling.
Mark is
I-
complete.
I-
There we go.
Used
One more time, Meryl.
Those
the shit and being pardon my language. I used to feel kind of guilty about people being just kind of like chatting and being random and just kind of going through whatever before game. But like I think I've noticed that in games where we do that, or just in games where the group does that before they actually get to the roleplay, it really helps
Okay, so that's how they're
cohesiveness
going
of the
there.
actual roleplay and like people feel more comfortable.
No, I
So it's like-
definitely get that, but we're also almost 30 minutes past, and I kind of want to get us started.
There.
Oh, I forgot to turn off ads too. Oh, I really
Wait.
need just a second Twitch.
Why are you turning off ads?
It's the second Twitch for.
I can only answer one of y'all. Y'all fight to the death to choose who I answer.
Bargle
One
bargle.
more.
I just wasn't sure why you were turning the ads off.
Because I don't run ads during TTRPG games.
Oh, okay.
Because because it does not stop the stream for people if they hit an ad.
Fair.
Which means that, like, if say we are in the middle of a combat and then hey, an ad spawns and the people who are not sub to us come back a minute and a half later and the combat is over, or they completely miss what happened in the combat.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair. Thank you for the
Okay.
thank you for the
Now
explanation.
my
I really
people
appreciate
should
that.
be able to hear.
Yay! You do sound a little better.
Okay, getting that closed down. I don't have to have that open, thank God. Okay. Let's.
That did go there. That's good.
Okay. Where is my? Okay, there's the game rules. Where is the mission Bible? Oh, it's on the same tab. Okay. Okay. So, dream a little neon dream for me, my friends.
Da 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 da.
Does the gel dream of electric sheep?
I dream of nightmarish
Ooh.
creatures beyond my capabilities to describe in this language.
Electric gels. A cool concept.
Ooh, girl.
No.
Gianomura. Okay, let's do a quick run over of our characters, and I will go over the corporations in general, not specific, just to save some time.
All right.
No, I start pointing people.
Down is an infiltrator. She has the mother duck ability, so she can kind of alter her abilities to bring people with her, at least until she runs out of her bonuses to use. If I run out of holds, I run out of passing y'all through checks.
Did I hear that correctly?
I don't know what you heard, so.
Jun Matsuda is a driver. I have a really cool car to get us in and out of potentially dangerous situations. That's the long and short of it, really.
All right. I'm playing Sawtooth. She is a killer. She kills things real good. And she bites people. What? She's a simple character, intentionally
it is
so.
So elegantly understated that it is beautiful.
Bites people's nose off.
Faces off, throats out. I don't think she's ever actually
Spawn.
delimbed somebody with a bite, but she probably could.
I'll be sure to give you a chance.
Yeah, we're gonna go through the fingers first. Let's see if we can get through them.
All right, who's next?
Crystal, you
Ah.
go. I'm gonna flip a coin. Crystal?
Why are you not working?
You know, so
You might be on mute.
No, I can hear Crystal.
Crystal, say something. I cannot hear you either.
Okay.
That I
Turn him up.
Oh,
Hi.
Hello, Crystal.
What's
Nope.
your character?
Crystal is having some technical difficulties, I believe.
These things are happening. Does that just leave me, though?
sorry.
Oh.
I don't know why. Let me try turning down the sensitivity if I can. Love technical difficulties.
Yeah.
So, did
We're
y'all
here
even
now.
hear me introduce my character?
Nope.
We can hear you now. We did not hear you before.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, we can
Yes.
still hear you.
Sounds good.
Okay. Lowered the input sensitivity, so hopefully now it actually goes through. I think that was 100% the issue. It had it at a ridiculous level.
Ah.
Okay. So, to reiterate, my character goes by her, hacker name, which is Mad Hatter's Tea Kettle, or MHTK. Obviously, she is a hacker, so I try to make sure, security systems are down, things go smoothly, but I am very much the girl in the van who, tries to stay away.
Anybody PC overheating? I smell bacon.
Silly
I
pirate.
also heard it. I heard a noise.
Okay.
Yeah. It was just a
I think that
sound.
leaves just you, Pyro.
I am playing a tech by the name of Stitch. I think his name, if I remember correctly, was Gregory Giovanni. Basically, I work as the guy who installs implants into you, and I'm the opposite of the hacker. I work outside of cyberspace, and I have a van that I live in, and the van looks very chintzy.
He's living in a van. I'm not gonna say the other half, but y'all heard it.
Y'all good. It's all good. I'm just going through the character sheet right now. Got customizer. I got cyber arm, cyber comms, and cyber eyes. And my character is semi-friends with Sawtooth.
Colleagues.
Just
Colleagues.
colleagues.
I'm going to say real quick, I love that, like, absolutely none of y'all kind of gave a physical description of your characters.
I'm waiting for us to get to the middle of the story so we can do that.
Okay.
I kind of feel like Sawtooth gives enough of an impression of her as it is.
All right.
7 feet tall, muscular, and
So,
actually there's
so the corpse of the Sprawl are Genomura Biotech, a biotechnology firm. Kaji Smith Innovations, a military focus corp. Vibe Corp, a multimedia corporation. HomePath, a consumer goods corporation. The Security, handling Matrix and telecommunications. And VETT, aka the United Front, aka the Golden Snakes Yakuza Group, handling heavy industry and pretty much everything else they can stick their fingers into. We are playing the Sprawl, a Powered by the Apocalypse game, set in Neo Tokyo. The year is 2045, according to my notes. Does that sound right?
That makes me 45 years old, so yeah.
Oh, God, I'm old.
I did not mean to make people sad. I'm sorry.
It's the nature of reality. We are
Okay.
all older than we used to be.
I mean,
At
if
least I'm
you're,
pretty sure.
if you're not, something's gone terribly wrong.
Or you found the elixir of life.
Well, I was gonna say, if you want an easy, if you want a relatively easy and relatively reliable way to have people start undercutting your actual age by, turns out, 15 to 20 years. Sorry, no, 10 to 15 years. HRT. HRT apparently makes you look way younger than you actually are.
So like an injection.
Injection and pills. Patches are also an option. Yeah, sorry, I got mistaken as 25 to 30 by a 20-year-old the other day. I'm still riding high on it.
Nice. Okay. 5, 4, 3.
Sorry.
Here
Chants
goes.
and yells of the protesters almost drown out the feed from the shotgun mic. Those damn signs keep breaking lines of sight on the camera feeds too. Smart move holding this meeting here. Clenched teeth, packed crowds, concealed weapons. This guy's gotta be security. Corporate? Or one of the target's guys. Stay cool. We just need to wait for the handoff. Vibe Free Plaza is currently experiencing what one would politely refer to as a unlicensed gathering of upset individuals. People stand around chanting, shouting slogans, and a mixture of slang and corpse speak that generally display amount of displeasure. I'm sorry, what?
That was cut off on my end too.
Is that Crystal?
I think that was Sizva.
No, I've been muted.
Oh, maybe it was.
Okay.
Someone, I don't know.
Hopefully I will get clarification on what was attempted to say. Certainly, I'm going to continue with my introduction. You are here to interrupt a meeting. I would like to know what you are all doing, where you are positioned. If you have an idea, go for it. Tell me. This is an improv heavy game, so start improving, people.
All right, I'll start off. June is actually about 10 to 15 blocks away. He is parked in a hidden, hidden away alley, awaiting the signal to go. His main job is to pull in as soon as the rest of the team is ready to go, get them in as soon as possible, and then jet out.
I assume the protesters aren't with us and we're interrupting a different meeting that's inside corporate headquarters, right?
You are here to interrupt a meeting. It is happening at the plaza.
Do we know what they're protesting about exactly?
That's a good question. Any ideas what they would be protesting?
Earl.
Layoffs. They eliminated a good chunk of their staff in order to cut costs. And the people protesting are the ones that are either the ones that have been cut out or fellow workers that are worried about their own status in the business.
I like it.
In that case, Scound is at the Hydrate and Eye Wash station trying to scout which people might work there and have an active badge and which people are angry enough that she could direct them if we try
What?
to pull people in with us.
Okay.
Sawtooth is. Let's see. Sawtooth is. You know what? I'm gonna say nearby, buying some street food.
Oh, what kind of street foods?
Look, there's always going to be somebody licensed or unlicensed selling something when there's a big meeting like that. When there's a big to do like this, there's always somebody selling T-shirts or steamed buns or whatever. So she's just in a big poncho to kind of hide her armor and such.
What's she buying?
And steamed buns.
Jiggles
She's
taco.
literally buying like half a dozen steamed buns.
like steamed
Sit-
hams.
Yeah. Is there like a pork substitute? Like,
Yeah, no. Gino Mura makes this very lovely vat-grown pork.
yeah,
It comes in
vat-grown
4
pork
different
steamed
flavors.
buns. Oh god, sweet and spicy chili synth pork steamed buns is what she's buying. How about that?
That works.
I hate the concept of synth pork.
Synth pork. It's almost as good as long pig.
Ugh.
Reminds me of a rat.
God,
burger.
no. Even, sorry, I regret saying that as soon as I said it. Never mind.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those games. Okay. Let's see here. MHTK and Stitch. Need one of y'all to tell me where y'all at.
I'd like to know what. I can't say the name right. Can you say the name again?
MHTK?
MHTK. I'd like to know what they're doing. Unless they're having technical difficulties again.
No technical difficulties allowed, dang it.
I think his output's on something else that's not getting the input. Most likely. Not as the getaway driver, but Stitch is probably parked down the alleyway a little bit away from Sawtooth, but also across the street.
Actually,
He's
maybe
just-
we should pause and fix the audio issue after yours, like when you're done.
Yeah.
Because I have some other stuff. Changeling is over with us, so I could give my Android tablet for Roll20 and she could use her phone. So after yours, let's take a break
Okay.
to fix the situation before we game too far.
Okay.
Works for me. Yeah, just sticking around
That
the
sounds
alley
good.
across the street. Just keeping an eye out for things. Mainly he's just on standby in case somebody needs something.
Okay. Hey everyone,
Okay.
appreciate y'all joining us. I know we're gonna gain slow to start, but we're having some technical difficulties. We will be right back. Thank you for your patience and for sticking around.
Intermission time.
Okay. All right. So we had. Let me get my notes back up.
Sawtooth was buying a
Synth pork, sweet and sour chili synth pork steamed buns.
All right.
June's the getaway.
Jin
June's waiting at the
is
gate.
in their car. Scound is by the hydration and eye wash station scouting. Sawtooth is monstering a food cart. Stitch is in their van across the alley, in the alley across the street. In the valley across the street.
In the
In
alley
the
across the
valley of
valley.
the pagans.
And Moses supposes his toes are roses? Wait a minute.
Referential. All right. MTHK, how are you post up?
I'm in the van with Stitch.
Okay.
I'll keep monitor of vital signs then.
Okay. Let me get my notes back up.
Stand, democratic land.
As y'all are posted up and keeping an eye, can I have everyone just roll me a d6?
Pulling up roll 20. That's roll that d6 like it owes us money.
Like a
2
D6,
for
like a
Jim.
D6. Oh, come on. I can't be the only person who thinks that every time I think of the phrase roll a D6.
No,
I have no comment.
please tell me I put this
Okay,
in.
I think I need to go and get a D6 because I don't know how roll 20 works. Luckily, I have some that I made.
Yay.
Yeah, we've been making
But
dice
also
here.
dice icon on the left. You click it, it shows up. 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. And you just click
Left,
on the
not
dice
right.
icon.
I was looking at. Yep,
In case
There
you
we go.
need it,
yep.
feel free to roll on your own and report, but I would report it in chat with text if you do.
Yeah.
There's the dice. D6, right?
Yep.
4.
PC, why are you doing a giant piece of poop? Apparently I needed to refresh roll 20, so let me go and get a physical D6 just in case. Because my computer wants to be a giant piece of poop.
They do that.
If you want to trust my luck, there's a bag of pink ones in there with you next to the dragon scale dice rolling tray.
The forbidden die.
I am well known for rolling low pairs of doubles.
It is not the abyss one should be scared of. It is what somebody looks into the abyss. What looks back at you should you be scared of.
This is going to be fun to try and clean up later.
Oh, you will
Okay.
enjoy it. You will enjoy
Sorry
it.
about that.
Episode 1, the lost episode. Episode 2, posted on YouTube.
This
Oh,
is
this-
gonna be fun.
Should totally do an episode of something. where it's
I got a 1.
Congrats.
like start like a murder mystery game or something like that, where it's like, welcome to session 2, and then the players have to work out by inference
Oh,
like
that would
what
be
happened
so
in session
good.
1. It would require a lot of work though to set
I
up.
mean, that's kind of how it would have been if that underwater Leviathan and the other had wiped all our memories and not just
Oh
yours.
gosh, yeah. Yeah.
Are
Hey,
are
she
like
didn't-
with
she didn't mean to.
are
bet.
like with us leaving the Fey realms with a Briar. If we'd all
Yeah.
rolled like that, and it's always you mostly. But
Check this
1 second. So, Gearnos, what's going on?
I'm waiting for roll reports and to try to figure out what that background sound is.
Oh,
Crystal, the changing said they got a 1 though.
Red Bull Sugar-Free Edition with the taste of watermelon and strawberry apricot.
I'm sorry, what?
Wings without sugar.
I will have no ad here.
Strawberry apricot.
oh, ow.
I'm
Yeah, that's
sorry.
actually really unpleasant. Ow.
Without sugar.
Huh?
I will have no ad here.
All right. Hey, I'm going to put us back on hiatus. Can you come in here, please? And we are hopefully back. I'm hoping that was the last unplanned interruption, but I can make no promises. Those of y'all who have stuck around for this, whatever it is, I appreciate your patience as we work out the nitty details. I know y'all are here for entertainment, not technical difficulties, and hopefully we're going to be able to get some of that going. Everyone else, how about we play some game? Y'all ready for this?
How about we play some game indeed?
Okay, can I have everyone who rolled the dice for me tell me what their roll was?
June got
I got a 1.
3.
I got a 5.
4.
Okay. Da da da. And then Sawtooth was there. Okay, sorry, updating my little map. Alright, so Sawtooth, as you are enjoying the steaming fresh pork taste of the vat-grown, high capsaicin infused pork bun, you see a kind of slender, middle-aged man just starting to hit the edge of the balding, holding a briefcase in one hand, approaching a figure that's dressed slightly like a security guard. They have a high-density mil-spec armor, a submachine gun on a sling at their hip, and what pops your attention as they're not security is the good 3-foot-long blade in a scabbard at their other hip.
That doesn't seem entirely normal.
does seem really cool though.
It does.
4 days ago, y'all were met by a Mr. Yashin, handler for a handler for Genomora Biotechnical. He met y'all at a popular penthouse dance club named Razor Blades. Dressed down.
Flashback.
Dressed down corporate elite orders. The dressed down corporate elite ordered a bottle service in Lux booths where they can look out over the highly fashion conscious corporate middle management seeking to catch the eye of someone that can lift their career. Tashi wears the latest season chrome liquid metal suit over a strobing neon light mesh shirt and meets y'all in the booth. A pair of security personnel stand like pillars on either side of the booth. More personnel watch from subtle positions. This is not a good place to start trouble. The club and the building have their own additional security forces. Tashi invites y'all to sit down, pours y'all a cup of hot rice wine. It steams in the cold night air, and it smells real, not synthetic.
I want to hear what everyone does to this now.
Me too.
Jun is aware of what real sake is. And he knows that it is not a common commodity. This is something you bring up to really impress somebody.
Okay, what the heck? There it goes.
So, and just to clarify, we are all meeting with this person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all in that room, so.
Yep, y'all.
Sawtooth does not know. There's a possibility that Sawtooth does not know what sake is beyond just alcohol. But she is kind of standing off a little bit and looking to Stitch and June for basically to she doesn't want to screw this up. And she knows they are more on the ball than she is with this kind of thing.
Jin just gives her a nod and passes a cup to her.
Scound as an infiltrator isn't used to taking the center of attention, but she's kind of just doing her best to do the things like return nods, keep a proper eye, pay attention to body language and micro movements, her own mostly in this case, as she knows that she has a good chance of needing to be a negotiator in some of these settings, and is wearing a black dress with a coiled neon teal serpent on it.
Okay. Fancy dress for the party. Excellent. Anyone else?
Mad Hatter's sitting there and sips at the sake and waits for the person to talk first.
Tashi smiles a smile that costs more than some people make in a whole year. Holding up the sake and taking a long sip of it. It's like, I am very happy to have you here. I have a small job for you. It is not terribly difficult. You see, this young gentleman who works for Ginomura took some equipment with him when he left, and he is looking to, it seems, hand that equipment off to someone else. We'd like the equipment back. We'd like a chance to talk with our friend, if at all possible.
So, real quick, my character doesn't do much physically, but other than maybe a mild eye squint, as, you know, he says not difficult task, but he's also bringing out, like, really expensive sake and stuff. So my character is at least suspicious.
Okay, that's fair enough.
That kind of insider trading is not exactly permissible.
I'm not too sure who he's looking to trade off with. If you can find that out, if you can find out where he is held up, I cannot allow you to into his office or apartment. I'm afraid that they have both been reassigned already. But I can give you the address of each location, and if you manage to do some investigating, then that is between you and the birds.
Pardon.
I would be surprised if you didn't have a bit of a dossier on popular hangouts and such. Known contacts you'd be worried about?
Oh, sorry.
Well, we are not specifically having found direct proof of it. We do believe that Yashiro will be making the handoff to a team of, let's say, external assets in 3 to 4 days.
Stitch is more than likely just sitting in the he's kind of leaning back a bit in his chair while he's doing the image of the coin that you probably see, and doing it with his robotic hand. So he's gonna just kind of look at the gentleman. I don't remember his name.
Tashi.
Tashi. And he's gonna say, pardon, Mr. Tashi, I wanted to ask if this employee of yours, does he have any chrome, any equipment on him that he's using right now?
Not that has been standard issued to him by the Ginomura.
Would you happen to have a tag or anything that we could use?
To track him? No, I'm afraid not. I can give
Just
you
model. What'd you say, Ziz?
I was going to go, but what I was getting at was if you have his geo mapping of where his corporate issued contact devices have been in the past, while he won't be at his apartment and he won't be at his office, I'm sure all the little taco huts, gas stations, etc., no one changes their pattern that much. If you really want to expedite this, just send over his geocodes from his corporate devices.
Oh.
Give us a head start.
Unfortunately, he has left most of his proprietary tech behind. But we can look into getting some of his movement information relayed to you once we've mined it out of the servers.
May I
Yes,
get some of
past
his...
ones would be good. People don't change their patterns that much.
May I get a copy of the equipment that he was issued?
He is a mid-level technical designer. He was issued a standard communication hand terminal and a vehicle and a parking space and a place to live.
That works for me. Thank you, Mr. Tashi.
Are we allowed to know what the equipment he's moving is?
It is a proprietary data chip.
She's just...
Of course, we would much prefer to have the data chip returned to us, but if that is not possible, we will be understanding as long as it does not...
It is not in his hands.
And is not in the hands of any potential rivals.
It's just going to lean
that
over.
makes it a lot easier.
So, is the goal to retrieve the man or to retrieve the equipment?
Ideally, retrieve the equipment and retrieve the man.
Breathing.
Okay.
Preferably,
ideal
but not
scenario.
exclusively.
It's just going to lean over and just whisper to Sawtooth. That means we can't look at anything on the chip drive.
All right, so who feels like rolling gain the job?
I'll do
who has
it.
the highest edge?
What's that based off of?
It's
It's based off of who does the most talking in the negotiations.
So either me or
Ziz or...
Ziz, yeah.
All right,
What's
and
your
y'all,
edge, Ziz?
you will also need to stake an amount of cred on this.
Will that affect the roll?
That'll affect your reputation.
It'll affect your rep and it'll affect your payout, but not the roll.
Gotcha.
And everyone has to stake their own amount of cred.
Gotcha.
I'll stake one.
I'll put 2. Okay.
Can I roll for edge too?
I only need one roll from whoever is doing to get the job.
Yeah, Ziz, what's your edge?
As I said, it's a 1. And let's all do our stakes before we do the roll. So
Sure.
let's not rush that.
Put it in my chat.
Yeah, I'll stake. How much credit I got to start? 5 credit to start. I'll stake.
You should have
I think 3 is the max. 1
Oh.
to 3.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had 5 written down then.
5
Yeah,
is
I
your
also-
start because you can also buy gear and stuff.
Oh, right, yeah.
And also,
Yeah.
if you fail the first one, you do lose those. So if you had done 3 and you'd only had 3, you can't play a session 2. So that's why it's more than the
That's
max.
no good. Okay, so we do start with 5.
Yes.
Let's see.
Yeah,
here now.
okay, so that was correct. So I was going to put in 2.
Yep. You start with 5. Everyone stakes 1, 2, or 3 points of cred on the success of the mission. Cross that cred
I'll
off your
do 2.
playbook. It's gone. If you complete the mission, get paid in full, you get back twice the amount you staked. If a result of gain the job was job pays well, you get back 3 times what you want. If the
Very
job is particularly high profile or the employer wants it done quickly, the multiplier may increase. Staking 3 cred on a job raises the stakes, draws attention, and therefore increases the risk of the job. For every player that stakes 3 cred on a job, the legwork or action clocks advance 1 phase.
Oh boy.
High risk for potentially very high reward. I don't think we have anybody staking 3 here.
Did anyone stake
I
3?
only got one.
We're still
I did
waiting
2.
on. Okay, you didn't post it in text. I wasn't sure.
Oh,
Okay. So, no one staked 3 cred?
Nope.
Alrighty. Well, then.
I'll do the gel. I'll do the roll. Fuck it. Why not?
Alright.
What do you got for edge, boss?
I only have a +1, but
It's the same as me.
yeah.
I could
So.
flip a coin between the two of you if you prefer.
No, I got it.
No worries.
That is a 7. All right.
Okay. So, 7 to 9. Choose one from the list below. The employer provides useful
Did
information.
you roll 1 dice or 2?
2.
Okay, just making sure.
The employer provides useful information. The employer provides useful assets. The job pays well. The meeting doesn't attract attention. Or the employer is identifiable.
Well, we already know who the employer is.
Sure.
No.
Thanks-
Wait, think.
No.
Thanks, Kieran.
Wait, June.
They
June, think about
identify
this.
themselves as.
He's talking about public reputation, PR
Ah.
campaigns.
You know what? Do we want to get paid well right away? Why not?
I think we could do it.
I'd probably skip mine to see if I get a bonus.
Let's read through them one more time.
Okay.
So we have the employer provides useful information, which is intel. The employer provides useful assets, which is gear. The job pays well, which would increase our recovery by 3 times, I think.
Yep, you
Kieran said.
get 3 times back what you staked.
Yep. The meeting doesn't attract attention. Or the employer is identifiable.
How many? You
I
can only
don't-
choose one, right?
Only get 1.
Yeah. I don't think we need to worry about identities at this point. We're pretty low level, as it were.
With us doing a pays well.
I'm
What about
okay.
a-
I'm cool with that
I'm
as
good
well.
with pay. I'm good with pay as well.
So pays well, please.
All right.
I keep getting caught by my character voice.
Well,
Alright.
we are in characters, so don't worry.
As y'all sit through the negotiations, the night winds on, and the camera pulls out a little bit on a rooftop across the way. A silhouette figure with cybernetic cat ears and a long-range microphone kind of leans over, digital eyes glinting in the neon twilight. Back at the plaza,
You cliffhanging bastard.
uh,
I love you so much.
you see back at the plaza, you see the target holding up the case and presenting it to the figure with the sword. They turn it over in their hand and open it up, showing the inside of it to the figure. The security guard with the sword nods. What do y'all do?
Are there any cameras nearby that
Oh.
could get a good angle?
Oh, there's cameras everywhere.
Could I? Would it be possible for me to hack a camera to see inside of the case when they opened it?
Yeah. Roll me. You're just looking to get access to the data feed, right? You're not looking
Yeah.
to like compromise it any other way.
No.
Okay, that is just you're just saying it's login gate. So go ahead and roll me. Where is it at? Act under pressure.
So
Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, login. My bad.
Is that
It is
Is that
a
actually-
matrix only thing. Roll
gotcha.
synth.
synth. Okay.
Luck.
So
Good luck. Good luck.
I believe in you.
5 plus the 2%.
Nice.
7. All right, you're in, but choose one. Passive trace, ice is activated, an alert is triggered, or access is restricted.
I have to go read that.
I'm just looking to see, make sure the case has what we need. So I think restricted access.
Okay, yeah, you see through the digital eye of one of the security cameras that are posted all over Vibes Plaza, a compact-looking optical data chip inside the case. It has a weirdly organic look to it.
Now, one
Okay,
thing
that is
is
what
we didn't show us infiltrating, so normally, as an infiltrator coming into here, I would have already rolled covert entry. I'd like to go ahead and roll that now, so I know what my holds are for the area.
Definitely do it.
Flashback. Again.
Okay, no forward value yet, so total 7. So gain 1 hold. So when we need it, I have a hold.
Excellent. All right. So you'll see the target presenting the chip to an unknown figure. Mad Hatter has confirmed that it is the chip. What about the rest of y'all?
We're all outside, correct?
Or sitting in various vehicles.
But we're
June hears Crystal identify the chip and just throws out his cigarette, slips on a mask, and gets ready to peel out.
Nice.
Stitch is going to check on his intercom and say, we see the guy, we see the case, right?
Yes.
All right, go
And
quiet.
confirmed that our primary target is inside of the case.
We still got to get the guy who gave it,
loud?
right?
I check which of the resupply vehicles, like medical or water or anything, is closest to them. And I make a straight line to it, but keep an eye out because I know the team's about to move.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. There's one that's not terribly far near the hydration station, which is fun to say.
It is.
Hydration
So that way
station.
I'm already like moving and heading in their general direction, but not right at them. So if the team moves, I'm close in.
Yep. Okay. Mad Hatter, Scound. Sawtooth, what you doing?
I was asking over the comm. We going quiet or loud?
Oh, okay.
Well, from what I can remember, we just needed to get the case, but they did want to also talk to the guy who gave up the stuff, so
Right.
I was thinking 2 of us can get the guy and the rest of us get the case and go for it.
I agree.
I'll get the guy. And she's going to start moving towards the crowd. So the guy we want is the guy who handed off the chip.
He hasn't handed
Not
it
that
off
he was-
yet, but yeah, he's
Oh, the guy
one
who
yelled
is
at.
handing it off.
We want the guy and the case. You want him and the case.
Okay. Sawtooth is going to just kind of try to move in. I was going to say she's trying to be
Stealthy.
but she doesn't really. Look, she's almost 7 feet tall. This is in Japan. I'm assuming the average height in Japan hasn't changed that much.
Yeah, it's like
Gojira.
Can't really
It's
do
probably
stealthy
5'8",
here.
yeah.
you're
so
about
she-
heads and shoulders above everyone else.
But she's not like shoving people down. She's just wading through the crowd.
Yeah, you can definitely try and move without being overly obvious.
Go with
And
the
I
flow.
mean, yeah. Okay. And
Does the station have any EpiPens? The medical station.
the medical
yeah.
station, do an
Yes.
assess for me real quick.
Let's see, that would be.
Actually, wait, no, you don't need to roll for that. it'll be labeled right. Yeah, no, there's like a small packet of maybe 12 EpiPens.
I take one of those with me in case we need it to assist something with grabbing people.
Or if in case someone needs like a shot of adrenaline.
Whichever, I take one and head towards the vehicle that's near their area.
I
Okay.
should have said June does have an allergy to peanuts, so it's good to
Oh
have
dear.
it depend on us.
All right, Stitch, what you doing?
You know what? I'm gonna use one of my moves,
Okay, what you doing?
and I'm gonna use Customizer. And I don't know if I can do it with this, but I would like to, no, storage. I'm sorry, storage.
So what does storage do?
Basically, after receiving a job, you may look through your accumulated parts and supplies for equipment that might help with the current mission.
Mm-hmm.
Roll Mind 10+. I gain 3 gear relevant to my chosen areas of expertise, and 7 to 9. I gain 1 gear relevant to my chosen area of expertise.
Okay, roll it.
I'll go.
Where'd I get it? It says forward. I just do 1, right? For input value.
Forward, it's 0 unless you have something giving you a +1. I'll tell you if you have a +1 forward.
Okay. I got a 7.
7, so
Nice.
that's 1.
Okay, so I have 2 different diverse areas of interest, but
Well,
basically,
you don't have to use it until you use it.
well, this is the thing I want to do. I want to basically just. You ever seen Casino?
I remember slightly the movie. Yes.
No.
Yeah,
I
with
may
De
have been
Niro.
drunk at the time.
So basically, to catch a card cheat, they hit him in the side with like a cattle prod. Basically, I want to have an equipment piece that could shut down temporarily his bionics, so we could just grab him off the street and get him in the van. The
Okay.
rest can focus on their. The rest
I
can
think
focus
it's more
on
the
their.
buyer we have to worry about in this case, but
Well, the buyer
Yeah.
has bionics. Well, no, we have to worry about the guy who's selling.
Y'all probably need to
Yeah.
worry about both.
Yes.
Oh.
I know this will be. I know. I don't remember the infiltrator's name. I'm sorry.
Scound.
down.
Scound. I figure Scound can handle the buyer, and we can handle the seller.
Honestly, the seller's the one that's stacked, and Sawtooth should be on. I mean, the buyer's the one that Sawtooth should be on handling, in my assessment. But we could also eye them if
The
we
one
need
with
to.
the SMG and the katana, maybe. If you want to do an
Yeah.
assess real quick,
I'll do it.
whoever got a clear
Sure,
line
go
of
for
sight
it.
on the buyer.
I'll do that.
Would my camera count as a clear
Yeah.
line of sight?
With
I'd
my
allow it.
+0 edge. How do
Oh, I have a 0 for edge, so.
So if you have your character sheet open, the dice next to it, you can actually roll with it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
You have no
And,
edge. You're all cinnamon rolls.
I mean, if y'all want, since I'm the
Correct.
one that's saying the buyer is the more dangerous, I can roll the assess on them, and y'all can roll it on the seller.
All right.
Yeah, that'll work.
So it's edge for assess.
Assess is edge, yes.
Okay, so I'll roll on the buyer.
All right.
I'm
And we
rolling
will
on the
do
seller.
scout
Damn.
first.
7.
7. All right. You gain 1 hold that you can spend on one of the questions. What potential complication do I need to be wary of? What do I notice despite an effort to conceal it? How is blank vulnerable to me? How can I avoid trouble or hide here? What is my best way in, out, or past? Where can I gain the most advantage? Who or what is my biggest threat in this situation? Or who or what is in control here?
I would say who or what is the threat, but Scout's already made up her mind that it's the buyer either way. So I'm gonna
Sure.
say where can she gain the most advantage is what she's looking at, because she's seeing that as the danger target.
The most advantage, probably 1 one of the nearby groups of protesters would be a good means of covering your presence.
Going full on Assassin's Creed blended with the crowd sort of deal.
Yeah.
Sick.
You can hear
Grab
the
a
noise
sign,
when she's
grab a
done.
sign, start chanting as you approach the guy, and then whack him in the head with the sign.
Whack him with the sign.
Scout's already in medical band on her arm, protester
the
gear.
surgical
Remember to
mask.
hydrate on the back of her t-shirt. Yeah, she's already blended in, so I'm not worrying too much about that because that was
Hippies, hydrate.
her setup. And she's carrying the little mini first aid kit that she's got the EpiPen stashed in, and she's got she's heading towards one of the supply vehicles that the group has organized. So I'm not as worried about the blending in on mine, so I'm not going to do anything special for that yet. I feel like I
Right.
covered that in setup before I came over. So she's kind of watching them. She's eyeing on, we might have to act on either, but we shouldn't take it for granted we only have to act on one.
All right. As the team pulls up to the corporate housing structure that y'all had been given the address, you'll see moving vans outside, stacking up boxes, loading and preparing to load them, cleaning the inside of the house of the detritus of a life abandoned.
Have we gone backwards in time, or have we gone present day?
Y'all are 3 days ago.
Right.
You just
Gotcha.
see
Another
a
flash.
cinematic cutscene the moment one of the movers moves. It just says 3 days ago afterwards.
Yeah.
My money's on the infiltrator for this one. I'll go with if needs be though, because I gotta find if he's got tech still up there.
That's fair.
So most of the time they're not actually aiming to reuse the people's stuff. They're putting in and rehabbing stuff. So I scrunch up my clothes, put a disposable a suit on, mess my hair up, wipe off any makeup, and go dumpster diving.
Okay. Let's see here now.
Because they're not going to keep the employee stuff. They're focused on setting it up for the new corporate drone.
Okay, so you're going to check the dumpster to see what of the personal supplies got thrown away.
Hard drives, phones, things like that would work, yeah.
All right.
Old scribble notepads that you leave on a kitchen counter, that kind of thing.
The trash recycler
Love
is...
letters to the non-binary in cubicle A6.
The trash recycler is not been run yet. They're still loading stuff, though. I am going to ask you to... Let's see, act under pressure, no.
Really, there's
I
wasn't
would.
that a sneak
I should
option?
probably. No, I mean there is. That's what I'm saying. I should probably, for this location 3 days ago, now roll covert entry.
Yeah.
No, I meant as a basic move.
Okay,
guess that would be
is
act under
really
pressure.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, and this is just Scound. This is not all of us.
I mean,
No.
this is Scout's action, but y'all can do stuff too.
Yeah, we
Okay,
are
that
just-
didn't roll good. That's a
No.
6.
That's a
Just
6.
the group slowly moving together.
As Scound heads towards the mobile
First fail.
Yeah, as Scound heads towards the mobile recycler, one of the corpsec carrying a box of what look like notes and stuff sees her and puts his hand on his pistol and is like, you should probably go and scavenge somewhere else, friend.
Can I help with this?
How do you want to help?
I'm gonna sound weird. Fast talk.
What are you looking to do?
I'm trying to see if I can kind of walk up to the guy and just be like, "Hey, man, it's just some notes and stuff. Just let them have some time to themselves, man. It's not really gonna be that important, is it? Just offer him a ciggy.
All right, yeah. Go ahead and make a fast talk roll for it.
Okay, but before this potentially goes sideways, I would like to establish that in the flashback, Sawtooth was there, but hanging a little bit back and, out of the way.
Seen in the van.
Just in case, yeah.
Can I switch
Just
that
in
back
case
to
we
cool?
wind up getting into a flashback firefight.
Or can I switch that to act under pressure? Because I have a 2 for that for some reason.
You're not really trying. Would fall more under the fast talk. You're trying to talk him into something.
Such is fair. That's understandable.
Sound helps by eyeing some fridge
7.
leftovers that are in there.
I'm sorry. What was that roll?
I rolled a 7.
7. Okay.
In chat.
Let's see here. MC will advance. Okay. He shrugs, puts the papers in, is grabs something else, hey guys, just to give you all a heads up, we got some civilians on the property, and then turns and heads back towards the doorway. So you have free run for now.
Grab the shit quickly. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna find anything electronical and I'm just gonna take it and put it in my coat.
I take something like any broken furniture or leg or something and prop open the recycler while we look.
Okay. The inside of the recycler is filled with a number of boxes of personal goods, family photos, collected notebooks, personal books, stuff like that. The bottom of it is this kind of sawtoothed mechanical crushing machine that once it's turned on, everything will be fed through that and then collected for recycling and processing later.
Mi hermano.
Is there a way for me to basically hack into the recycler and make sure that it doesn't turn on while they're in it?
Yeah, go ahead and make another login roll for me.
That's synth.
Yep.
I thought it was funny.
Oh yeah, no, I it took me a second to realize what you said because Spanish has been rough for me lately, but yeah.
I can't translate, so I don't know what she said.
My name.
Gyarnos, what?
Mi
No,
hermano.
no,
Oh, my brother.
Yeah, Gyarnos mentioned that the machine was sawtoothed, and just Sawtooth going, bro.
Oh, my hermano.
Okay, I don't know how to do that. So.
All right.
Which one is it?
Synth.
Yeah, so there's I don't know if you have your sheet pulled up, but right next to that, click the dice, then change back over to the roll 20 area, and it'll actually show the input value thing where you just put the number you normally have inside synth. So like mine's a 1, mine's a 0.
Okay, I'll need somebody to show me, but I rolled 1 plus the 2%.
Okay.
So totally.
You're in. However, you get a ping on your system, active trace. You also have restricted access. So
Okay.
someone is tracing you, and you have a -1 to ongoing matrix moves.
But I was just
Okay.
intending to prop it open and lean in and grab stuff. I was not intending to jump in the machine.
God, yeah.
As a note, like I
going
said,
in.
like where I propped open the door. Okay, I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm going in for
Right.
something.
All right, so
Right.
you've logged in. MHTK, I need you to roll me manipulate systems synth to shut down the or lock out the system.
Okay. So to do that, in the roll 20,
Mm-hmm.
I click the die next to synth.
Mm-hmm.
Then it pops up input value, and
Uh,
then forward, and then the thing.
just 0, always 0, and we can manually
0.
add or subtract 1 or 2. For example, on this one, subtract 1 from whatever you roll.
So -1.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's because of the limited access.
Yep.
Okay. How did that?
How'd you get an 11?
Yeah, I did something wrong.
I mean, the highest.
You
It's
did something right.
okay.
You
So
rolled a 4 and a 6.
yeah, that's 10 plus 2 minus 1.
Yeah.
It's 11, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
math.
that's great.
That's really good. All right, so you get 3 hold for the subsystem that you're manipulating. So looking at the system, you have 3 options. You can trigger that it is full and ready for pickup. You can activate the grinder, or you can lock out system for maintenance.
I think lockout system for maintenance.
All right, yeah.
That way, it just guarantees it doesn't turn on.
Yep, that'll definitely lock it out until someone goes in and turns it back on.
Excellent. So y'all have 100% free range.
Okay.
Until somebody turns it back on.
Scound, as you are scavenging through.
I'm also doing this.
All right, both of y'all are scavenging through. Digging through, y'all would find a number of photos, receipts for ordered food, corporate policy documents.
I'm gonna grab that.
The corporate policy documents? Okay.
I figured that.
It is reading through the document. It's Genomora Biotechnical. It looks like the target was mid-level manager on a number of forced biogrowth products. What were you
Does
looking?
it have?
Oh, go ahead.
I know this in some of my jobs I've worked in. They'll give you a list of items that they'll equip you with. Is there any kind of paper like that in there?
Looking through, you would find just like a receipt log of that he received a hand terminal, access codes for one of the company vehicles, and access codes for the Genomora Riverside technical building.
I thought you were going to say vacation house for a sec. I was going to be like,
No.
okay.
Scound, what were you looking for in the dumpster again?
Is
I think mostly like notes jotted down, addresses, anything like that. We already found food receipts, which gives us a lead on possible places to find and intercept the person. Though with our flash forward, flash back stuff, I don't know if we actually needed to go intercept the person first.
There's a couple different ways this will play out.
But I would say a lot of the times there's not just like written project notes, because I know the rest of the team was more curious about what's on the chip than me, but someone that suspects they're leaving the country, the company, would also put like coworker numbers and stuff like that, and people that they want to try to stay in touch with. So any of that type of stuff that would probably be handwritten and not digital, because they know they're returning their devices.
So
There
looking
could've-
through, you do find a
Although most of those, when they take them with them.
you find a date planner and a series of like Genomora technical group cards. The date planner, the most recent thing is you have, looking at it, there is a meeting scheduled for in 2 days at somewhere called the name is the Black Room. And then there's another one the next day, listing Vibe Century Plaza.
Black Room. That sounds ominous.
Probably not a good thing.
I tell the group that we should probably get off site a little bit soon, since they've reported civilians. And we're not going to find too much else at the apartment, necessarily.
All right,
We should
as soon
regroup
as-
somewhere off site.
As soon as Scound says that, I start driving again several blocks away. I start driving to their location to pick them up.
All right, so picking them up and busting them off.
Yep, and I'm busting them. And like when I picture the like, oh come on.
There goes Preschool.
I transition the like picture the transition literally being like three seconds at most.
Okay.
Full on like pit crew, but like almost like a reverse pit crew.
How fast can you get off of the lot? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, good changing?
Yeah, headphones were dying and needed to be charged, and they can't be used while charging. And Discord does a weird thing when I detach Bluetooth. While on a call, it makes all the voices so that they're uber quiet and can't hear. So I needed to just go off the call, go back on the call. That's all.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Oh, good.
All right. So, back at the plaza. John, as you're sitting in the car, tossing the cigarette out and pulling up your mask, your attention is grabbed by a figure in a high-performance racing motorcycle, pulling up to just about a block away and idling. Scout.
I would like.
Oh, go ahead.
I would like to assess.
All right, go ahead and make an assess roll.
I add a +1 to this. Ooh, that's a 10. Ayo.
Hey, you get 3 holds.
Fuck yeah. All right. So.
I can read the list if you need.
See, no, I have the list. It's just like I'm trying to discern what questions are most important. How is this? Could I use one of my holes to like just gain a like idea of their gain like insight on them, as it were, like how their stance and what they're planning on doing?
Yeah, that would be a what potential complications do I need to be wary of?
Cool. I'll ask that.
They look like they're there for an extraction. You get the impression that once the chip's handed off, they're probably going to drive in and get either the chip or the seller out.
Okay.
And you got 2 more holds.
Where can I gain the most advantage?
They are in a bike and you are driving a car.
Yeah, I suppose I don't know. I'm not knowing their modifications.
Yeah, that's about the best.
They might. Yeah, I'd say they might be able to outrun me, but I definitely have a bit more body.
Yeah.
And then lastly, what do I notice despite an effort to conceal it?
The small pop-out turreted SMG mounted on their bike.
Okay. I'm assuming we're doing almost like a. Does this? I'm assuming this guy seems to notice me. This person.
Not sure. They're wearing a mask. They definitely don't look at you.
Does their mask look familiar?
I would say no.
Yep. No. All right.
It's just a motorcycle helmet.
Gotcha. All right.
Like Kill Bill.
I will message the team. We might have another tango involved. Be wary.
Scound. While you are milling about, you notice a glint of light off of one of the buildings higher up than it should. Looking up, you see a figure with a very compact black rifle mounted on a tripod, leaning partially over the building. Its muzzle tracking in the general direction of Sawtooth, though you can't quite be sure. The glint of sunlight off of their chrome eyes caught your attention.
Guys, either they don't want us to interfere, or they don't intend to pay the seller.
It could be bodyguards.
Does the gun look like it has a digital component or purely physical?
It looks high tech and fancy.
Hey, MHTK. Can you do anything about... I bet there's only 1 or 2 signals coming up from the roof. Can you see if they're running wireless on that fancy gun up there?
I will absolutely attempt to do that.
All right.
So I roll synth.
Excuse me.
Well, you start to do that, searching out, before you start getting pings on your system of someone trying to invade your terminal. Let's see here now. What is your firewall?
Changing.
Where would I see that on my thing?
Let's see. It should be listed under like the playbook with the action that gives you your deck. It should have like your stats for it.
Cyber deck, yeah.
Okay, I see it. My firewall is a 1.
A 1? All right. You see the system starting to crack after just a second or two, and malicious codes start to flood into your system.
Like
That
you
is-
rolled a 1?
What?
No, the
No.
firewall's a 1.
No, the firewall is how
the
long
stat.
it takes for them to get through.
Okay.
Yeah. That is...
So 1, it takes them
That
1
is-
action. So they've cracked your firewall. And
Yeah.
are
To
sending
do it
you
so
ice.
fast, that is some strong stuff. They got something behind them.
Okay.
Reboot, Sawtooth, keep in mind they got eyes on you. Keep obstructions in between. Move low.
Low's not so much of an option.
All right, Sawtooth, you've been warned that someone... Oh, go ahead.
Could I do a safety cutout?
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes, MH is out.
Their cyber deck is borked until they can get a chance to repair it. They still have their general other abilities, being a rigger is not like you're locked out of everything.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be taking a turn or two to reboot my deck.
Okay.
So apologies,
No worries.
but well, that's me saying
Yeah.
it to the team, not
Oh,
to you. I apologize to the team, but I'd rather my deck isn't covered with tentacle ads. I'll place the tentacle ads. Thank you very little.
I'm sorry, God.
I know you're watching me.
As I start hearing stuff going sort of
Slightly
Inky.
pear-shaped.
yeah, pear-shaped, that's what I was looking for. I think June's gonna start moving out.
Okay. You start to pull out of the alleyway. The figure on the bike revs its engine. Stitch,
Yes.
you start to have a tickle at the back of your throat and start to cough. You're starting to feel feverish and lightheaded.
What the hell?
Is Stitch
gonna
the
let
one
us
in the
know.
van with me?
Yep.
I am. I was getting my shock stick ready. I was thinking I might have made another second one as well, but I'm not sure yet.
Can I have you roll harm for me? S. So you just roll straight 2d6.
And you need to roll low.
It's the only roll you want to, only thing you want to
Okay.
roll low on.
Do I put 0 on harm suffered?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Yeah, you can see that.
No, I can't actually. I have 12 different things open.
I
Stitch
got
rolled 11.
An
yeah, I got
11.
an
Awesome. So you're out of action, unconscious, trapped, incoherent, or panicked. Take the full harm of the attack before it was reduced by armor. If you already took the full harm, take 1 harm. Lose use of a piece of cyberware until you can get it repaired, or lose a body part.
I think I'll lose my cyber comms, and I had an armored jacket on, but I don't think that helped.
All right. As you start coughing and wheezing, you remember Genomura is a biotech company.
Yeah.
They create all sorts of different stuff, including gene editing.
Bioweapon.
Blood starts kind of oozing out from the space where your cybercom is installed as it disconnects.
I'm going for a knife.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm peeling out.
I assume being able to see that, I let the rest of the team know something's happening to Stitch, and I can see their communication is out.
Yeah.
Well, y'all are in the same vehicle, so if they're leaving, you're leaving.
I would
All right.
encourage it.
Unless you exit the vehicle, either way. So just to let you
No,
know, like
I'm
their
absolutely
choice.
staying in the vehicle. I can see things going very pear-shaped, and letting the rest of the
I'm
team
moving
know.
towards the target.
Sawtooth, as you are walking through the
Yep.
crowd, the figure in security getup turns towards you, puts his hand on the back of the target in a classic bodyguard move, and pushes him behind him as he brings his SMG up.
Yeah, I would like to mix it up.
So buyer holding the seller.
Let's go.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
Okay.
Oh, flashback.
A man Stout and Sawtooth were about to get in a melee together. Oh well.
2 days ago, you pull up in front of what was at one point a
Fish warehouse.
dance club, and the time since been renovated into a sort of,
Snuff.
let's call it back rooms cigar lounge.
Are those heavy quotations I hear?
Yes. The smell of tobacco and illicit substances fills the air, driving most of y'all to, at the very least, cough once or twice before your lungs can acclimate to the mix of pungent scents.
Just so it will make sense continuity-wise, Stitch is going to take a slight deep breath of it and say, smells like home.
Mm.
The doorman at the entryway kind of looks up at you, makes eye contact with Sawtooth, lifts his chin just a little.
Just doesn't.
Scan
Sorry.
whispers. One of your ganger buddies.
I don't like out of character. I don't think so.
I mean, not necessarily.
That was
Like-
the most like
Basic
non-gang way to say it, and I love it. One of your ganger buddies.
I mean, like this is in Japan. The black guys aren't in Japan. Colleague.
I mean, you can always
Point.
call for a contact.
Yeah, I was gonna say declare contact. But like,
This is BMO.
well, no, like contact. Yakuza member.
Yeah.
There was some. There was some unpleasantness. There was a little bit of friction when his group made some overtures into Vegas, and there was a little bit of blood spilled on both sides, but in the end it didn't turn into a rivalry. It more kind of turned into a grudging respect sort of thing. And specifically, he and Sawtooth failed to kill each other.
Okay.
Which
And he is who
I
is
phrased that
guarding the black
intentionally.
rooms.
Did I just hear that correctly?
Yeah, is that viable? Is that
Yeah, that works.
he's muscle, she's muscle. They've worked at cross purposes, but they've got respect for each other.
Gang recognizes gang.
Yes, exactly. Gang recognizes gang.
All right. His name is
name-
Lai.
Okay.
Is his last name
No.
Damn.
Tanaka Lai.
Yeah.
Tanaka Lai. Glad to see you're still pumping blood, Lai.
Kind of leans over. Pumping other things too. What do you want?
You've got business in town. Well, I've got business in town, not the group.
He looks over your shoulder at the rest of the party. What's the rest of y'all wearing to this nightclub turned illicit tobacco lounge?
June always wears a full suit.
exactly what I was wearing when
Yeah.
gosh.
Black suit, black
So-
pants, white shirt, red tie.
So you buy regular clothes in a normal brand, and then you creatively cut and slice them, and like that. These jeans are $600. Are they $2, and you can't tell the difference? With
They
a little
look
bit of
cool.
gold paint slashed across just wherever, like the white from the tears and rips are.
Quotes
That's like-
fashion.
Now,
like-
the secret is they're neither 2 nor 2,000. They're $10, as she degraded them herself.
It reminds me of that Japanese art style where they break the pots and fill it in with gold. You know what I'm talking about?
Me and Japan
Exactly,
covered in
like
gold.
clothing.
Kintsugi.
That's
Just for the record, Gyros, if they do check us, I can get my pistol by them because I got the discreet.
Nice. What can do for you, Saw?
We've got on a job. We need. Sorry, my brain is also slightly fried. still.
Business.
Yeah. There's a reason why I didn't build Sawtooth to be the talker type. Yeah, we're at the black room, like out of character, making sure I am on the correct page and did not just like fuzz out. We are at the black rooms because we saw references to it in the paperwork from.
It's the meeting that the seller is having the day before they go to the plaza. So we
Right.
are one day flashback. Black
As opposed to like a
rooms,
couple days
seller meeting.
flashback at the
So this is
apartment.
probably negotiation without the item on them, where the next day is the handoff.
What if it's like an auction?
Call it networking. We're looking to get our lay of the land and maybe, well,
Branch out.
not looking to go loud. You don't have to worry about that today.
Roll fast talk for me.
Fast talk. It's a good thing that's one of my specialties.
Oh, good.
Totally. No, it is
Oh.
not one of my specialties.
Sad.
Meanwhile, Scound is actually going to, you know how people like do the kind of drape themselves on an arm when they intend to go in the door with someone.
Mm-hmm.
Scound is going to drape herself on the arm of Sawtooth like she's an escort, so that if anyone gets in with Sawtooth, it is Scound.
Are you
So-
trying to help?
Sure.
All right, go ahead and roll me links.
Because I did fail,
Okay.
so you could potentially get us up to a bare success.
Can I
And
also-
I do not yet have a link, so it would be a flat roll, I believe.
Yep.
And
And
would
more-
that
can-
be fast talk?
No, help or
What would I
interfere links. When you help or hinder another character, roll links with them. On a 7 or higher, they take either a +1 or a -2 forward, your choice. On a
So just roll a 2d6 basically, since
Yep.
I don't have a link with Sawtooth yet. Okay.
You mean like that?
9.
9.
Nice.
All right. So you can either give a -2 to Sawtooth or a +1.
I
Please-
mean, a
please-
+1.
And you
+1.
Please
are-
give a +1.
And you are implicated in the results of the other character's move and may expose yourself to danger, retribution, or a cost.
And I'm going to go ahead and also roll covert entry for this place while we're rolling stuff, so I don't interrupt with it later.
Sure thing.
Because
question.
that might make a difference.
What's up, Jun?
Can multiple people help with a roll?
Yeah.
I would also like to help using my connection to the Amsa.
And my covert entry is 8, 1 assist.
Okay.
So
All right. Jun, go ahead and make a help or interfere roll using
Ooh,
links.
very good. Very good. A 12.
12? Excellent. Yeah, that's either a +1 or a -2, your choice.
So I +1 to Sawtooth.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say that Lai actually knows who I am, and more importantly, who I'm related to.
Okay. I can see
And
that.
so that way they're not gonna, if something goes down, they're not gonna bring up that I'm involved.
All right. So what does that bring your fast talk roll to, Sawtooth?
8.
8. Okay.
Still a pass.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-ba.
Like, it was a fail, and now it's +2, so like.
All right. Let's see. Hey, that does not hurt. Okay.
By the way, my character is wearing an outfit borrowed from Ziza. What's your character's name again?
Scound.
Count.
Scound. Yeah,
Scound.
Scound has a special interest in making her own streetwear. So
That
So
is very scound.
Hatter is borrowing an outfit from Scound and is mildly uncomfortable in this environment. It is not an environment she is used to.
Bitch has a bad reputation, so he knows he's not getting in there.
the outfit is similarly destroyed blue jeans, but with they're not blue, they're like black and white desaturated for the whole outfit. Like it looks casual wear, but everything looks like black and white.
Like
Spectrum.
punk rock.
Okay. All right. So, Sawtooth, Lai kind of looks at Scound, looks at you, looks over your shoulder at Jun.
I would like to note, Sawtooth is literally still wearing her body armor and still has Loudmouth like slung over her back, and she just has like a really cheap cotton poncho, kind
And
of
a
making
Scound draped on the arm.
but like she doesn't do like. This is not like nightclub clothing. She looks like she is. She constantly looks like she is ready to go to war.
She looks like the woman with no name.
She is. Well, it's more like she's making the absolute like just barest minimum attempt to just like kind of cover up the fact that she is literally wearing body armor all the time.
Not bad. Every time I hear the poncho, I just think of that Clint Eastwood man with no name.
Yeah, well, it's a good look. I think of Luke Skywalker.
Lai nods and steps off to the side and is like, keep your irons in the holster.
I'll do my best.
All right.
Yeah. So I was just like, how's the
We don't need to talk.
Should push his sawtooth forward.
Alright, I was sorry. What I was gonna do was like, how's the shoulder feel like? Because she dislocated it at one point.
Just as they're going
yeah,
away,
no,
you hear Sawtooth. How's the shoulder, bud?
yeah.
You hear the audible clenching of teeth. Inside the black rooms, this semi-opulent escape for the corporate elite who are wanting to try the more down and dirty side of life is a mix of think a dive bar meets a cigar lounge. Black decor, dark academia with a touch of grunge added to it. What did you say, Stitch?
I said when you said cheap bar meets smoke lounge, I just said speakeasy.
Yeah, kinda.
Wow, you could probably even find a book to read here.
At the time of day, evening, it's crowded enough. People sitting and talking in chairs. The astringent scent of illicit substances hangs stronger in the air in here, and the air purifiers are doing their best to add that rich tobacco scent to cover it up, and not quite succeeding.
Knowing that this is probably going to be Scound's job, because that's like, she does the infiltrating.
Yeah, Sawtooth got this in.
Yeah, June is just gonna sidle up to the bar. And,
Bartender, gentlemen.
I'm gonna join him.
The bartender nods to you as well, gentlemen.
Two sake.
Aye. And he
One, please.
He nods.
Now it's a Stitch on this one. I think you're with me.
You sure about that? Because I'm not.
I mean, he's selling a technical product. She ruffles your hair and puts your collar uneven and says, "You sure you don't have any fake glasses on hand?"
Actually, I do have a pair of the shaded ones. Just reaches and he
Perfect.
pulls up these round ones that make him look.
You're
Makes him
now
look-
scouting for an item and bringing a negotiator. Let's go.
He's just gonna button up his entire coat so it hides the fact he's wearing a tank top.
Jun gets given his sake.
Fantastic. And I'm going to make an assess roll.
All right, go ahead and roll assess.
I forgot I had that mustache.
Ooh, excellent. That's an 11, so I get 3.
Nice.
So I'm going to say, who or what is my biggest threat in the situation?
The guards seem like nominal threats. However, you do see a figure in what looks like tactical armor, had a baby with a laminar plate.
Walking tank.
Yeah, heading towards one of the back doors of the main room. He seems like he could be trouble.
I'm going, do we all have our communicators on?
Yeah. Yeah, all have
I'm
hand
going-
terminals or cell phones or comm chans.
Alright, I'm going to like as subtly as I can say, walking tank just walked into the back room. Be aware. And then I'm going to say, what do I notice despite an effort to conceal it?
In the corners of each of the rooms of the ceiling are the slight bulge that you recognize as where a turret would pop out. So this room is designed to be sprayed down with something in the event of trouble.
Turrets in the corners. And then, just because I think, even though I might already know the answer to this, what is my best way in, out, or past? Probably the front door, I would assume.
Yeah, the front door is pretty much the fastest way out, especially since the bar is right near it.
Okay.
All right, Scound, you dressed up Stitch. What are you doing with him?
Remember to stutter a bit if you can or something. You want to act nervous about this, psyched up, excited, and like it was important for you to bring a negotiator because you want it. And she pushes your shoulder forward a little bit. Probably that back area is where they're meeting, if that's where they're bringing extra security. Could be something else, but the timing fits. Let's head back that way.
Ooh, boy, now.
All right, so y'all go up to the door. It has a keypad on it with a glowing red light and a thumbprint.
Oh, I think I can solve that.
Well, go for it then. If not, I'll give it a go if we don't run from the alarms.
I will try customizer on it.
Okay.
Since it's thumb reading, I want to see if I can actually get my mechanical hand to mimic it, if that's all right.
Okay, so what does this move do?
So, customizer, I can identify and examine new or complicated technology related to my area of expertise and modify technology with which you are familiar. When you try to modify a piece of tech, tell the MC what you want to do and discuss what tags or game effect that modification will have. The MC will tell you the requirements in terms of time, tools, parts, help from contact / more research.
Okay, so
Can I help ahead of time since I'm dressed to the nines and I have my eye makeup pack, just blowing a little bit of eyeshadow about it to show the pattern to help him customize his thumb to the pattern?
Okay, so we're going to have done this as partially as a background. You can add the mimicry tag to your thumbprint. Go ahead and make your roll, and then we
Synth,
will.
right?
Huh?
Synth?
Whatever the move calls for.
Do you want me to do my assist for the eyeshadow?
This is to set it up,
Okay.
and then you will assist with the eyeshadow on the actual attempt to open it.
Gotcha.
In this case, since I don't have anyone and because I'm doing it on the fly, I would say cool because it's acting under pressure. Would that be right?
No. What does the move say you need to do?
The MC will tell you the requirements in terms of time tools. If I discuss what
Oh, okay.
I
So
wanna do,
there's no roll
yeah.
involved with it. Okay.
No.
Yeah, you would be able to like have added a mimetic thumbprint. Go ahead and record mimic as a tag on your cyberware.
put that on the hand.
All right, and then okay. Scound, go ahead and roll help or interfere. Add your links to the roll.
What would you like me to
Okay.
roll for that?
I think we're seeing if I help first real quick.
Mhm.
And I do have a link with Stitch, so let me put that in. Only a 5, so that will not help. I don't know if it will hurt it.
As you are kind of leaning over, brushing stuff, you hear voices. One of them rough. It's like talking much louder than the softer voice, and it's like, "We have the location set. We are aware of the other team, and we are tracking their movements for the most part. We have counters prepared for most of them. Once we have the chip, they'll be focused on that and not you, and it is doubtful that they'll be able to take it back from us. Alright, go ahead and make a act under pressure roll for me, please, Stitch.
I got a cool 2 for it, so I'll see what I put in for it.
Hence.
0. My 2 counts as a +2, right?
What do you mean?
So for the number I have for my cool is number 2.
Oh,
so
yes,
I'm
you get a
just
+2 from that, yes.
So I rolled an 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, no, you're...
I mean, is that +2 already figured in though? 3 + 3 + 2.
Oh, yeah.
No, I put the input as 0, and then the forward was 0, so the total was 8.
But your 2 is already in the numbers. 2
Alright,
cool
let's
is in
see
your
here.
roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3 + 3, which would be... Yeah, 2d6 + 2 is what was rolled, so 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
Alright. So, you push your thumb to the thing, and I will give you the choice. It either works, and the door automatically swings open, or it does not work, and it sounds an alarm.
Whoops.
I'm gonna go with that it works, because I don't want anyone to be in danger yet. 'Cause we're about to be in a fight next. We're about to be in a fight after this flashback, so...
Alright, yeah. The door swings open. Inside a small back room, you see a number of stacks of liquor bottles, as well as the other side of a soda machine where like the carbonation and the syrup is contained. A small looking man that you recognize as the target in a rumpled business suit is crossing his arms, glaring up at the large figure in the military style laminar armor, a katana slung off of his side, and a SMG on a shoulder strap. A Slavette-looking woman with cybernetic cat ears is lounging lazily on a pile of what looks like just food ready to go out, obviously crushing a good portion of it. A third figure in the room, wearing a full face mask with a digital readout, turns towards y'all first.
This ain't the auction house?
Fast talk.
That works for me, man.
I like that.
I was told to stutter, so...
I will give you +1 for using the what Scout told you to do already, but you already rolled like high enough.
11, and +1 would give it a 12.
Yeah. The tall man in the samurai armor turns and grips the door and just slams it shut in your face.
You know
On
what?
the comm slowly, doesn't look like the buyers here anyway, but looks like that's our rival group, and
We found the
will-
seller.
the seller wasn't there though, right? Just the group talking.
No,
or
the
was
seller was
there
there.
also. Okay.
Yeah, y'all saw the target.
So when we go back forward in time, we already knew what the group looks like to help spot and deal with them. Okay. Well, I don't think we'll gain much more from this one unless y'all.
I did just want to, like, this is an illicit, like, tobacco. Like, there's cigars, right?
Yeah, there's cigars.
I just want to know, like, Sawtooth trying to stay unobtrusive, is that the word?
Yeah.
It's just like trying a cigar and having some difficulty not just biting entirely through it.
It's really, really fancy.
Chewing tobacco.
Well, no, but I was just like, you know, you're supposed to, like, You're not supposed to bite through the cigar when you smoke it. This is a problem with her teeth.
June
Yeah.
is watching, just waiting for her to fuck up.
Yeah.
The bartender has just placed a humidor, like a small humidor box in front of Sawtooth, and is watching with a bemused expression.
It's like careful, chomp. Careful, chomp.
Just trying so desperately to like balance it in the teeth, and then you
Should
just
make
hear
these things a little tougher.
The sound
Which
of very expensive cigars being bitten in half.
Wow. She's not like shoving the whole thing in her mouth. It's just like just trying to hold it at the end and then just chomp. Oh jeez.
Can
That's
Stitch,
if she was trying to be intimidating.
did Stitch try and help with the smoking?
Oh, we don't need a.
You're busy.
We don't need a roll for that. This is flavor.
Oh, I wasn't trying to. I wasn't saying I was
Oh.
gonna roll. I was offering to help.
I love the you're
Aw.
busy.
So
I appreciate the help.
I would actually like to use my covert entry hold here to actually say that we escaped notice on basically like them realizing as much it was us, our being on like cameras as much here.
Okay, yeah, I can definitely see that. Y'all were so the majority of the party stayed by the bar. You had put a half-effort disguise on Stitch, and then you were standing off to the side when the door opened, so they only saw Stitch.
And whenever I use my covert entry fully, which I did because I only had one, infiltrating a secure area through charm and social graces, as I am a face type, I gain 1 intel. So I'd like to note that I'm now holding 1 intel for later use.
Nice. All right.
This was 1 day ago, right?
Yes.
2 days. 2 days ago.
2 days ago was at the house. 1 day. Hold on.
3
2
days
days
ago
ago
was
was at the house. 2 days ago was at the black room, and then we still have 1 more day.
Yeah.
appointment time.
All right. Back at the plaza, the bike peels off heading into the plaza. People shout and dive to the side as someone just drives into the crowd.
Question.
Yes.
Sorry, when I started moving, did I get in front of the bike, or was the bike able to pull alongside me?
They were already in position to pull in. You have to pull alongside them as they start to peel off.
I do have the fast characteristic for my car. So
okay. So yeah, you'd be able to
yeah.
You'd be able to keep nose to nose with them once you get into position.
Okay, and I'm going to stay. I don't want there to be collateral damage, just because, why would you want that? But if we are both sort of neck and neck, I do want to make a good shove on the vehicle.
Yeah,
on
go
the
ahead and
motorcycle.
roll mix it up for me using like your car's stuff.
How do I do that? Because the car doesn't actually have like the same stuff that we do.
Okay, 1 second. Let's see. Driver.
Oh, when I mix it up, I roll synth plus my car's power.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not great. Balls. All right. Well,
I
I mean,
can't
that's
help.
still 2 bonuses. You get the bonus from synth, and you get the bonus from the car power. So that's
Well,
more
I-
bonuses
well,
than
I-
most
well,
stats get.
I don't. Well, but I have a 0 in synth.
Not ideal.
Oh, it's still a +2. I still get a +2 to that.
Yeah.
I forgot I have a +2 to power. That's cool. All right.
I just like to imagine.
That is a 7, which I believe is.
Yep.
I achieve my objective, but I choose 2.
Yep.
I'm going to say. I make too much noise. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
And I will say. I will. Just because why not? Can I choose what ally takes harm, or will you choose?
I will choose.
Don't choose me.
Then I will choose to take harm myself.
Okay. Let's see here now.
So I need to roll, and I need to roll low.
You
Sorry.
hear sirens starting to go off, and see security forces becoming alert all of a sudden as a motorcycle starts to drive into the crowd, and then Jun's. Did you name your car?
Yep, Tanuki.
Tanuki. Tanuki sideswipes it, sending it spinning off onto one of the side buildings.
And my thought is that like maybe the driver pulls out their SMG and starts shooting into my vehicle.
As she is skidding along on the top of her vehicle, she grabs her SMG and just unloads a barrage of bullets into Tanuki. You take 2 harm. So go ahead and roll harm for me.
All right, so lower the harm stuff by my armor.
Yep.
Gosh darn it, that is Smalltooth's
Would
job.
that include my car's armor, or would it just be my own armor?
I'll include your car's armor since you're in the car and it's fully enclosing you.
All right, cool. Then I take 0 armor. I take 0 harm.
All right, go ahead and
But I
make the
still
roll.
get roll. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Question.
Oh yes. Okay. I have synth leathers, which is 0 armor, but it's discreet, and I subtract 1 when rolling the harm move.
Okay.
So I still take 1. So I still take 1 harm,
Okay.
but I subtract 1 from my roll.
So just to recap what happened, when they tried to pull out, he just straight up decked him with the car, right?
We were driving. We were both driving towards the square, but I made one last second.
It was
shunt.
a pit maneuver instead of a T-bone.
I'm just imagining, like, this is me.
Ooh, that's really good. I rolled a 3.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, no. Bullets pepper Tanuki. One of them cracks through the windshield and grazes off of your armor with no effect.
But you do choose one of the following. I lose my footing, I lose my grip on whatever I'm holding, I lose track of someone or something I'm attending to, or someone gets a drop on me.
Wait, what did you roll again?
I rolled a 3.
3.
Oh, sorry, no, that's a... Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
That's
no,
great.
3 is an outstanding success in this case.
Fuck yeah. Alright.
I just want to say, I hate the harm roll, by which you mean I love the harm roll. It's an evil concept, and I love it.
We're going to pretty much be back to Sawtooth and Scound about to mix up too.
Yeah.
All right, let me mark
See, if
that.
we don't...
Oh, go ahead.
So I was thinking, the dude... Is the dude between me and the cellar?
Yes.
Okay. Does he have... He just has the submachine gun out.
He has the submachine gun
Just
out
keep
and
it
pointed at
between you and the sniper too.
Well,
Right.
the sniper can be anywhere because they're up
Wow.
top, so...
Yeah.
Sawtooth is
Uh,
just
can-
sitting duck, kind of.
Yeah, Sawtooth
Can
was the most
I-
noticeable target.
Can I get close enough to use my teeth?
I would say, yeah, you
far
can
away?
rush him.
Yeah, okay. Because one quieter, although not that
It
quiet.
is not going to be quiet to do this.
And
In
I-
fact,
I
the
will
alarms
say-
are going off.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
cover's blown, so we're already going loud.
okay, fair. But nobody's actually like started firing loud
Not
But we've
not
had
like
a
you.
crash.
into a crowded area.
Not yet, no, but
Uh,
you do see both Vibe and, strangely enough, security figures in Conchi Smith Innovation uniforms.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh.
But yeah, also I figure if he's if he's drawing a bead to shoot Sawtooth, he's probably not thinking too much about dodging. Especially if she's not thinking about dodging.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to mix it up.
Go for it. Make that roll.
Let's see if she dies on the first roll.
Also,
Which can happen in this
does either the buyer or the seller have specifically synthetic nerves?
Good point.
No, I'm asking because of my move.
Samurai Zero has synthetic nerves.
Okay.
Ooh. Right, which so that affects his rolls, but not mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if he's looking at his ability, that if no one in the combat has it, he gets a +1 forward. He will not get that +1 forward, but neither will Scound.
Yeah.
Right.
Due to both of us having it. So I wanted to bring
Okay.
that up now
Having
that
it.
they won't get that.
Yeah, nope,
bonus
that's
either.
perfectly fair to check.
That is awesome. So just roll, mix it up. I don't think I got anything that affects this specific roll. That's going to be a 6, I think. Oh, gosh darn it. So I do believe that is a failure.
What was your roll?
6.
Okay, yeah,
Trying to
no.
select-
You rush forward to start to bite him, and he just levels the SMG and opens up on you. That's going to be 3 harm.
All right.
Don't forget the subdermal armor too.
Right. Well, so subdermal plating is not armor. Subdermal armor reduces the amount of harm that you take on your clock. Subdermal plating is a negative to the harm roll.
Both are good,
Like,
though.
it's like this. Yeah,
Both
it's like
are
the
good.
simple others, Yeah.
And I just wanted, I'm trying to shuffle windows.
Dermal plating, right?
Dermal plating, yes. What did the...
So you
Okay, right.
mark down
so
3
if you
harm.
mix it up with a gang, remember, so she counts as a small gang.
Yes,
So
he does 2.
he does 1 fewer harm.
Okay.
So he does 2. She's wearing... What kind of armor was she wearing? Gear. She's wearing body armor, so she takes no harm, but she still does a harm roll.
Uh-huh.
And then subtracts 2 from it.
Nice.
Ah.
Nice.
I'm shuffling windows.
No,
Is
I
that
get-
just like a roll 1d?
Roll
Roll
2d6.
Right, that's not a
Yep.
roll on the sheet. I was looking for a button to press. And that is...
Hey!
That's a 1 on the harm roll.
Oh, excellent.
take-
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He opens up on you, and you just cross your arms in front of you, the bullet spraying across and being deflected by your armor and your subdermals. You hear screams from the crowd as panic starts to spread.
Yep.
Scound is actually going to make a move on the seller using the EpiPen.
Oh, okay.
That's horrifying.
Roll mix it up. I will treat the EpiPen as a S-harm weapon.
I hate
Okay.
this. I love this.
Question.
Yes.
Do any of the protesters look like they have weapons?
A few of them had
Lead pipes,
personal,
maybe.
yeah, personal weapons.
Okay.
But most people are trying to just get cover right now.
Fair.
So that is only a 9. As she leans in and presses the plunger on the EpiPen, she also says, "You know who sent us, and you know you need to be with us to get the antidote."
All right, so I'm going to ask you to roll fast talk.
I'm conscious still. I'm like,
You are conscious, yeah.
Ooh,
no, I'm
that
unconscious.
one's a 4. I had another fail.
Not
Oof.
really.
He immediately has a heart attack,
Oh god.
Oh,
Uh,
God.
grasping his chest and falling to his knees.
I
Eyes.
scared him effectively.
Huh?
I scared him effectively.
Yeah.
Too effectively.
Please remember that I have medical supplies.
I
Makes
yelled,
them
"Medic!"
easier to grab.
Gesture towards Stitch. Medic, get this protester off site. The violence has scared him.
I don't know if
Wow.
Mad Hatter told you that I was already down, because I remember before the flashback I went down, didn't I, Gyarnos?
No, you just
No,
your comms are down,
Yeah.
and you're
You
sick.
just lost the cyber tech.
You're bleeding from your connector port.
I look like I have Ebola. Okay.
And
Yes.
Stitch,
Yeah.
no, not Stitch, but Hatter only lost the deck. Hatter didn't
Yes.
lose communications, and
Yes.
So
Hatter's in
I
the
can
vehicle
still
with you.
communicate things to Stitch. So I can tell Stitch to bring the van around.
Oh yeah, I can do that. I'm gonna kick it in reverse. I'm gonna keep it open for a short bit. Hatter,
Alright.
don't let those doors close.
All right, as the van pulls into the plaza, there's the soft kind of cough of a suppressed weapon firing. Could I please have Stitch roll harm? 3 harm.
Harm.
From inside the
What's
van.
your armor?
Yeah, they shot through the glass.
I got
okay.
one. I have 1 armored jacket, so I put 3 for the harm suffered, right?
Yep.
you got
Minus
2.
whatever the reduction of your armor is, and then roll that.
Armored jacket.
And then roll 2d6
harm
and add
suffered
that.
2. In total, I got 12.
12?
Oh no!
All
4
right.
plus 6 plus 2.
Okay. You are out of action, unconscious, trapped, incoherent, or panicked. Take the full harm of the attack before it reduced by armor. If you already took the full harm of the attack, take +1 harm. Lose the use of a piece of cyberware until you can get it repaired, or lose a body part, arm, leg, or eye, for example.
What was that first one?
You're out of action, unconscious, trapped, incoherent, or panicked.
You know what? I
It's
think I'll
really
lose
pretty
another
much out of
piece. I'll lose another
action.
cyber.
Oh, okay.
All right,
I was
what's
gonna say, I
cyberware?
think you might be out of action anyway for it, and Hatter might be loading into the van, but I
I'll
guess not.
I'll lose the eye. I'll lose the cyber eyes.
Your cyber eye. There is the
Ooh.
sound of metal and glass breaking as the bullet just shoots out one of your cyber eyes.
Let's hope it was the
Dang.
blind one.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the images, he is blind, and he is technically blind in one eye.
Stitch, this is my job. Quit getting hurt.
Yeah, what the hell?
I'm right next to the guy, right?
Yeah, you'll pull up along it.
This is gonna be the craziest thing I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna give cover to Sawtooth from the driver's seat.
All right. How are you doing that?
I got a Colt detective pistol.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. I'm assuming you're attacking Samurai Zero then.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and attack him.
All right. Go ahead and roll mix it up.
Oh, I have a -1 to that. If I somehow get that, it's gonna be a weird case of. I got a 5 -1. That makes it a 4.
Oof.
Oof.
As you pull your pistol and start firing at him, he draws his katana and just deflects the bullet. He takes a step forward to meet Sawtooth and rams the blade along her thigh. Sawtooth, take 2 harm.
Means I don't take any harm, but do I roll?
Yep,
I
yep.
roll the harm roll.
Yep, always roll for harm.
12, which gets reduced to 10.
No,
Oh,
no,
all right.
bad.
So you're out of action, unconscious, trapped, incoherent, or panicked. You take the full harm of the attack. You lose the use of a piece of cyberware until you can get it repaired, or you lose a body part.
So the full harm of the attack before it was reduced by armor.
Yep.
So basically, I would take how much harm was that?
2
going to
harm.
be? 2 harm, which would be so 2 harm reduced by me being a gang, or just 2 harm.
It's just flat 2 harm.
So then that goes down to 1 harm because I'm a small gang.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I think Hatter hasn't gone. If Hatter wants to help load the heart attack victim in the van,
That does sound like
with
something
his
that.
chip.
I would.
Uh,
Yes,
so
that
make
is an excellent idea. I will absolutely do that.
All right, how
And I'm
Okay.
going to try to make as much eye contact as I can with the guard with the sword to give Hatter as much of an opening as I can.
All right, so
So that means.
go ahead.
Oh, there's a roll harm thing. So I move up to 1500 on the harm clock.
Yep.
And I mark experience because masochist.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Okay.
All right. I have not been checking that to make sure anyone else should be marking directives. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Oh,
I
good.
got the violet one because
It's-
Sawtooth and I were moving in to just
Did
knock
actually.
them out.
We'll go through
Yeah.
the directives at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and roll help or interfere, Scound.
Okay. For Hatter, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure. 11.
11. All right.
Nice.
That's +1 or -2, your choice.
+1. She's just kind of while she's being like, this person has a heart attack. Medic gesturing towards their van that's driving up. She's making eye contact and positioning her body in between like the sword guard and the seller to try to give Hatter loading into the van as much room to grab him and the stuff as possible and make him feel like he can't go to that target as well because she's there. That's the intent of the help.
For the edification, the -2 can be used on harm rolls.
Can it?
Oh,
Oh, I was not aware of that. Okay.
So
Wait,
like
say that
I
one?
could have helped I could have helped Sawtooth or Hatter could have helped Stitch with their harm rolls.
Yep, but y'all are
Well-
are relatively new to this, so.
Okay, but sorry, say
Good to
that
know for the
again though.
future.
All right, help or interfere.
mine is.
You can give a -2 to someone's roll.
Ah,
Did not
like
know
an-
that. That would have been good to
Okay,
know.
okay.
All right.
Cool.
So, now that you have a +1 from Scound, MHTK, could you roll Act Under Pressure for me, please?
Officer Cool.
When in doubt, always be cool.
And the forward is 0, right?
+1
+1.
Yep. from Scound helping you.
Put one. Just put one if you're doing that.
Gotcha. Got a 9.
9. Okay. You double hesitator Flint. So, the sniper rifle coughs from the rooftop of the building. You have a choice. Are you shot or is the target shot?
I will take the shot.
All right, you take 3 harm.
Oh boy.
Hope you've
You
got
have armor.
Hackers are super high armor, don't you know?
I'm sure after this we'll all be looking at buying armor and
I
equipment in
have to
between.
ask.
I bought the coat for a reason.
It's a good point.
I didn't do any pre-shopping and I should have. I don't think Hatter did either.
I have an armored coat.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a good thing to
Nice.
have.
So that should reduce it by 1, I believe.
Brings it to 2.
Yes.
So
I
roll 2d6 and add 2.
Okay.
And you want to roll low.
Okay.
As a note, as far as the snipers and stuff detecting me,
Mhm.
I do have a +1 forward because I am disguised as like their medic station and I have disguise kit.
Oh yeah, no, they
Just
have
as
no
a-
idea you are not. They have no idea who you are. That's why they're targeting other team members.
Did you also get a 12?
Oh yeah, that's double sixes for good old.
Okay,
Plus
so
a 2. So I think that's a 14.
that's okay. So you get to choose one of the following: you're out of action, unconscious, trapped, incoherent, or panicked. You take the full harm of the attack. You lose the use of a piece of cyberware until you can get it repaired, or you lose a body part.
I can repair the cyber part later, don't worry.
What cyber parts do I have in?
I do believe your only remaining cyber part is a piece of headwear.
Neural interface.
Yep.
Ooh, no.
The
Ooh,
thing
no.
plugged into your brain.
Hey, take a finger then.
Yeah.
Or you can just be
Uh,
unconscious. Or just take the harm.
And the harm is 2.
3 in this case.
3, yeah.
That's a good
I think-
question. I need to
I think
find.
harm might be the best option at the moment. 'Cause I'm hoping that we can-
Unfortunately,
I'm hoping we
I
can peel
think
out
you
of
are
here.
right.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm hoping we can peel out of here without having to really fight much more.
Yeah.
I mean, me, Sawtooth, Hatter, stuff, we're all at the van, so there's that going.
Yep.
For that plan.
I'm just
We got the
gonna.
man and the
Yeah,
briefcase,
so a lot of us are at the van, so I think
As long
and
as you
I'm
don't
gonna-
pick out of
hold on.
convention, as long as you don't pick out of action as your thing, you've got the man and the item because that's what
yep,
you were
we've
doing.
got both targets.
So I would go with either the cyberware or take the harm would be probably.
I'm gonna
your
take the
best
harm,
options.
unfortunately.
Alright.
So I go up to 21.
2100 hours, yes. Tea Kettle, you're grabbing the target and helping him into the vehicle while he is having a heart attack. You feel this like impact in your back, like someone hit you with a softball, and then a cold starts radiating out from this point of impact, and your chest, the front of your chest, starts to feel wet. Jun, the figure on the bike hops off, reloads her SMG, and is starting to walk towards you and Tanuki with the gun raised level.
Are they behind me?
I would actually like to take this point to call in a contact if I can after this action.
Sure.
It works too.
Yeah, they're walking towards you. They're heading to, or running after you, yes.
Cool. I'm going to flip open my trunk and my machine guns pop out.
Ooh,
Nice.
I like it.
I forgot he did that.
Fine, bitch. You want to come at me? Okay.
He's got a
Out
he's
machine
got
guns.
a flight simulator controller. It's like the back of one of those cars. You see that got back camera. He's got a flight simulator control stick, and he's just pressing the down button on it.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll-
Yeah, mix it up.
Cool. Harm doesn't matter with that. Just roll power.
No, harm matters, but I
Okay.
don't roll for their harm. I track how much harm they've taken.
Gotcha. But I mean, it doesn't count towards the roll.
No, it's just I do need to know what the harm of the weapon is, but
3 harm.
3 harm? Okay, go ahead and roll mix it up.
That is a 10. That's a 10. Heyo.
All right, nice.
Yeah.
Like bullets just the rattling coughing sound of just open fire as you stitch up across the figure. They run back to one of the corners bleeding from a wound, but are unable to get a bead on you as they fire just randomly.
Yeah,
Suppressing fire.
Just so you're aware, this is also loud and messy.
Oh
so-
yeah, no. The area is destroyed. Fortunately, most of the civilians have already run.
June.
All right, Scound, do you had a contact you wanted to call in?
Yes. She addresses the comms team and Strummer. Comms off. There's a tiny surprise I'm getting some help with. So, Strummer, you know when Scound was pretending she had a medical issue with Doctors Across Borders?
Yes.
And kind of owes them a favor because she's getting care for it? That's not her. But she knows how to mimic it because she has an audio guy friend who has the thing, and she's been sending him the medicine. So that is why he owes her a favor. He's been at the Riot soundboard playing the high energy, get people going stuff, and he switches band and puts on Welch. So
Squelch?
Welch.
Basically putting on a signal that will interfere with comms and squelch and be loud noise.
Okay, I wanted to
And
make sure
take
you
the
said
crowd out.
squelch and not welch.
Not Welsh.
Yeah.
So basically, she's like,
Welsh
team,
rock band.
comms off. By the way, we've had someone else on the band. And she contacts her contact who owes her a favor from her reason she owes a favor, basically. And tries to get, like, basically the other team's comms as well as the whole plaza just audio squelch.
All right, he slams the comms unit down, opens up to wide broadcast, and just starts pumping out high intensity deep bass. Like that. Yeah, that kicked in the chest bass.
Yeah, and I've warned our team to turn off comms. Hopefully they listen.
Mine
But
don't
the
work.
other team doesn't have that warning, and neither does kind of the plaza itself with everyone already at it. So just increase the chaos, make it harder for the sniper, things like that is the intent.
There is definitely like reactions from several of the people throwing headsets to the side, taking them off. Volpa misses her next shot. A low cloud of plasticrete popping up next to one of the tires of the van.
And I would like to get to drive to Sawtooth in order to get her into the car.
Okay, yeah, like I can see like just kind of tearing through the plaza as people are streaming away and doing Tokyo Drift up
question.
next. Yeah.
Is the blade still attached to Sawtooth?
No, it's still in Samurai Zero or Ronin Zero's hands.
Yeah.
No, like did he not pull it out?
No, he struck and then pulled back.
Okay.
I do want to make it clear that I am currently driving whatever this time period's equivalent of a Toyota Corolla
I
is.
think you're muted or something.
Yeah.
Like literally, it's like
I think
it
you're
is
muted or something.
gray. It is
I hear you
just
speaking
like
through the wall,
as
but
simple
not
as
through
could
the
look. But I'm
Discord.
easily getting 0 to 60 in like 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, no, it
And
is it's
that's awesome.
fast and it is shiny and chrome and metal.
Does Guy with the sword count as disabling a guard for covert entry, or does he not count since he's an opposing team?
He is an opposing. He's not. He's just dressed as a guard.
All right.
Okay, so he won't count for that for covert entry. But while we're debugging, I want to use that to escape notice as much as possible as my covert entry hold, because of there's a lot of squelching going on. There's a lot of motion. I'm still in disguise, and I have
gas grenades to help.
So I want to use that last hold, whether or not we're still fighting the sword guy to get out. I want to use that hold to minimize our team's noise leaving.
The whole team's? Okay.
Because I have Mother Duck, when I spend a hold to bypass the security system, guard, or escape notice, your team may accompany you.
All right,
I'd
so
like
This is exactly what my build is for.
Yeah. So that'll help with the Vibe Corp and the Kaji Smith.
But not the other team. Yeah.
That's
forces. Yeah.
I'd also
So that would just at least help me, Sawtooth, Hatter getting into the van without the guards' notice. Is what I'm going for with that.
Definitely doable. All right.
I'd also like to toss some gas grenades to give cover.
Okay. Are you going to do anything about the guy having a heart attack?
Oh, I'm gonna get him in the van.
Hatter got him in the van.
Save him first.
Yeah, he's already
so
in the van,
if
but
Stitch
he
wants
needs
to
medical
save him,
attention.
are we needing to deal with the sword guy or not outside? Or are we able
No.
to drive away? Is our question.
I just drive away.
Yeah,
I
you
have been
guys drive
shot
away,
through and am bleeding.
Yeah, Sawtooth and I will handle Sword Boy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still outside with Sword Boy.
Oh, I thought you came.
That's
You
why
went
I'm
into the. I thought you went into the van with.
Nope, not yet.
Stitch and Hatter, not yet.
People in
You
the
can have it
van
with us.
are
Yeah.
Stitch, Hatter, and the target.
The buyer.
So Stitch
Both
can help the
targets.
target right now. I'm asking, are we dealing with sword guy or are we all running for the van? Is what I'm asking them because they're in person. I can ask them without the audio.
I say we go as soon as we can. We are all
And
hurt.
I am fine with mixing it up with sword guy if we want to do that.
I mean, Sawtooth hasn't really had a chance to respond to him stabbing her.
Yeah,
I was
if
kind of
Sawtooth
waiting
wants
until I
to.
came back
Okay,
around
let's
to
take
me.
out sword guy. Let's take out sword
There
guy.
is-
Let's do it.
We don't have to take him out, but like she was going to mix it up with him at least
Yeah.
one more time.
Yeah, I
because,
mean,
like,
if
Go
you
for
don't
it.
keep him occupied, he's definitely going to try and stop y'all. So I would recommend it.
Yeah, I think
this is what she does.
basically they
Sawtooth
saw.
fights. Yes, Sawtooth can fight him all he wants until Jun gets to her.
Yeah.
And then we are booking.
All right, so let's
Yeah,
do this
sounds
in
good.
this order. As Stitch is immediately applying first aid to the target, I'm assuming. Could I have Stitch roll first aid, please?
First aid. What do you want for that? Because I have an expert in it.
That's a cool.
That's like, cool.
As Hatter's taking away the person, can I say lock up the chip? Like,
Yeah, he still has the chip. It is in a briefcase handcuffed to his wrist.
okay.
Oh, I'll get it off. Don't worry. I'll get that off. I rolled cool. I got a 10. I didn't put my 2 forward on it, so I do have a 2 on that.
Okay, so that reduces their harm
well-
clock to safe levels.
Good.
Keep in mind, I have the equivalency of a barber chair that I have him in right now that I'm gonna basically keep him stabilized.
Yeah, no, you stabilize him with.
I noticed his pacemaker just shut off due to the EpiPen, so I just
Turn it back
grabbed
on.
the shock stick and I'm like, all right, clear.
All right, Sawtooth, what you doing?
All right. So first off, I think I might have misread a bit in my rule. So, Sawtooth's mill specs says when you mix it up, you count as a small gang.
Yeah.
Does that also count when the MC just takes the harm move, or is that
No.
only when I'm using the mix it up move? Okay,
It's
so
only when
she took 2 harm then,
Ah, okay.
not 1 harm before. And yeah, she is going to attempt to mix it up with
Nice.
her teeth. So let's see how this goes. That's a 10.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. You achieve your objective. So,
Yeah. Do we want to kill them, or do we just want to slow them down?
oh, you're not.
If you,
Kill,
if you
kill, kill, kill.
Your
if you-
objective was to hurt him. Your teeth do 4 harm.
5 harm because
5 harm.
she's a small gang.
Yeah. He.
But yeah,
you do,
yeah,
you do
she,
5
she,
harm.
Yeah,
she
with the
deals
teeth.
5
Fuck.
harm with the teeth.
Jesus.
They are
fuck?
they are reciprocating saw
killer.
teeth implants. She just bites down on his shoulder.
Yeah, the teeth
Like drills.
buzz
and sh-
loudly.
she is nasty.
The
I just want to like she like staggers back when like
yeah,
she
that
doesn't
cute
stagger back.
the art
she
is
doesn't
not
move.
Sawtooth.
Yeah, she doesn't move when he slashes her. She just grabs him by the shoulders, goes, "That's more like it," and then
bites.
chomps.
Yeah.
Because he actually drew blood on that one.
Like you bite down, the saws buzzing loudly as you just flex the jaw and worry, and pull back with a mouthful of meat and armor.
Yep. Okay. Now I'm okay with extracting, and not feeling
Teeth.
like I'm just running the heck away.
There's
Teeth
immediately.
just sound like.
Oh, go ahead.
No, the teeth just sound like when you're in the dentist office and you hear those saws go off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yup.
Also,
Uh,
did we grab the seller or the buyer?
We grabbed
The
seller.
seller,
Yeah.
which
the one
was
with
the
chip.
secondary
Yeah,
target.
the one that dipped. We got him.
All right. Let's see here now. With it at, because y'all are currently at.
I have him sedated right now. If you're wondering what I'm doing to him, Gearnos, I'm cutting through his arm to get to the chain. To the
Oh dear
briefcase.
God! Why?
He's not dead. He's not dead. He's actually quite sedated and he's being kept alive.
Yeah, but
I'm
why?
gonna put the arm back together too. Don't worry.
Oh my God!
I'm not
I
being
will
evil.
attempt I will attempt to get my my deck back up and operational.
It's going to take a little bit of time to like pull out the damaged components. While
You. Sorry.
go ahead.
Yeah, I'm doing
I
that
was like, you
while
should drive.
Stitch is.
Yeah.
While
Well, once we load in, Hatter's hopefully our driver.
is Hatter the driver for this?
I'm sawing through the hand, so yeah. You break my car,
Okay.
though, I break you.
You know enough how to drive.
I know how to drive. That does not mean that I can drive.
Just take it slow and take it slightly fast.
Okay, so now that he's bit, are we doing our head out
Oh,
and,
well,
and thinking he
mean,
won't follow us?
I have responses.
Of course
Okay.
you do.
I want to see these responses.
Specifically, I have Volpa with her motorcycle. She is coming to the rescue of her leader. As she drives through, she is going to use her SMG, which has the area effect, and she's just spraying and praying.
That's fair.
So I need that is 3 harm.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Can I drape my armored jacket over the cellar if
Yeah.
she aims at me?
I mean, you're inside the van. She doesn't even see you.
The back doors are still open.
I mean, she's coming in at a lateral angle. She can't see
I would
into
assume
the
we
van.
would close them when we get the.
I say, who is she
Cellar
targeting
invite.
exactly? I'm sorry.
It would be Sawtooth and whoever else is outside of the car and near Sawtooth.
And I didn't take a hit on Sword Guy, so if she does get all the way up, I would probably mix it up with her.
Okay. Yeah, no, she's driving her car and making the attack. So if Sawtooth is the only target, then yeah, she'll narrow fire. But the chattering of her SMG bounces around the place as she fires at Sawtooth to get her off of Samurai Zero. Sawtooth, that's 3 harm coming your way.
All right, reduce it to 2 from the armor, and let me roll the. So reduce it. Let me roll the harm move. Wait. Brain, no worky. So I mark the harm first.
Yep.
And then I roll the harm move.
Yep.
So she takes 3 reduced by 2 from her armor.
Mm-hmm.
So she takes 1.
Yes.
Okay.
And
that's
then you
her
roll
2100.
2d6 plus 1.
Yes.
And then you may
2d6
want to go
plus
and
1.
see a doctor.
Wait, what's the plus 1 from again?
Plus 1 is from the 1 harm that you take.
Yeah.
Oh, you add the harm to the harm move?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Look, she hasn't actually taken any harm before. She was rolling the harm move for 0 harm.
Yeah. So now you're rolling it for harm plus 1.
Okay. Roll 2d6. Is it a flechette weapon?
No, it's a SMG. It's a slug thrower.
So it comes out to 2d6 minus 1 from her thermal plating.
Okay.
Good. Plus 1 minus 2.
Okay.
So minus 1.
Nice.
Yep.
Why did that not roll? Oh, because I didn't put the slash roll.
That would help.
What did? Huh? Oh, that's the Twitch, not the Sprawl. Oh, that's okay.
You good, hun?
Yes. Shush. So 4 minus 2. 2.
2?
Nice.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Nice.
Okay.
Like, the bullets
I mean, she
spray
did
over
take
your
a harm.
armor, but...
She's starting to look a little ragged.
Yeah. But not in the I'm about to die kind of ragged.
No.
I mean, we can either load in the vehicle or we can mix it up with them more. Do y'all want to load in the vehicle?
Get out.
Load in vehicle.
Loading in vehicle.
Jen is pulled up at the by this point because she was behind
Okay.
John.
And the door opens by itself via his neural interface. Get in!
Get in, losers. We're
He's
getting
got a
the pizza.
shotgun ready. It's a lever action shotgun ready to go.
All right, who's loading into what vehicle?
I'm still in the back of my van. As far as I know, Hatter's driving, right?
I'm loading into the
It's-
van with Hatter driving, potentially.
I figured Sawtooth into the van as well.
No. Go for the no. Sawtooth, go for the car.
Tanuki is right next to you.
Yeah, go for that one.
Yeah, I can see
Okay.
like.
Yeah, I'm going to jump into the van with my med kit and say, "Is he revived?" and jump in the van.
He is not revived, and Stitch is cutting
He's-
off his arm.
Oh, he's
Yes,
revived.
but
He's stable.
This is performance. This is performance.
Well, Miss Grimes, I do have him stabilized. I'm just currently getting through the handcuffs. I'm going to reattach the hand later, though.
All right.
Drive
So,
Hatter.
Okay,
Hatter,
get it on
as
ice.
you are not a driver, I need you to act under pressure.
Okay, that's cool, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, Gyarnos.
Anything for the
Close the back
forward.
doors.
Wait, before you do that, I'd like to toss out 2 of my gas grenades after he rolls.
Okay. Oh, shit.
And then I'm going to close the doors behind me.
Gee.
G.
Okay, so
Then if you've got that, I'm going to go up in case I need to take the wheel from Hatter.
got a
later.
6.
That's good.
6.
Ooh.
There is a pop, and the car suddenly lifts off to one side.
No. What
Well,
popped?
A wheel.
What happened?
Sounds
A
like
wheel.
a tire, yeah.
That's
When it's
pop.
shot by a bullet.
Keep driving.
Sometimes.
Keep driving.
I
don't care
agree
about
with
my
the keep
rims.
driving.
Okay.
Do you want me to take
Yep.
the wheel instead, Hatter, and you can work on getting your gear back up?
I would appreciate that very much.
Anyone driving the
Okay.
vehicle has an ongoing -1 until its tire is repaired.
I also have an ongoing +4 to act under
Oh.
pressure with synthetic nerves and act
I do have
quickly.
stats for that vehicle as well. Hold on.
So if that's okay, I will roll it with 0 due to synthetic nerves for driving reaction.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's just going to fuck up the rim.
Yeah.
go.
There's sparks.
And is there a car power of 2 I
not
need
a
to
good-
add to my roll?
There's a
Not a
plus
good
1 to it. Looks is
A
plus
+1?
2.
Okay.
Weaknesses
So I'm gonna
is-
roll act under pressure with +1 then for the car. Does that sound right to everyone?
That sounds fair to me.
Should that have
Okay,
applied to
then-
my roll?
If so, it would have made you not fail and been 7.
I didn't realize it was a power roll, so power vehicle.
Right.
So
No, my thing's a van, like a commercial van, and it had stats, so I just put the stats in for it.
Yeah.
So should we retcon the 6 to a 7 or no?
generally you only add the vehicle stats if you're hopped in.
He shot my
Okay,
tire
so-
out. I'll live
so-
with the tire.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's fair.
so that was a fail. We move forward, and I don't add the +1, but my +1 of my own and the minus make it a 0. So I'm going to roll act under pressure
Okay.
and take over driving while Hatter works on her hacking rig.
Yeah.
And 7.
Okay. So you can either lose another tire, which will be a -2,
Oh gosh.
or the driver gets shot again.
Can I interfere?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna interfere and try and stop her from getting shot if she chooses that option.
Okay.
I'm going to go with that option because if we get out of here, it ends scene
Sure.
and potentially,
And
and
you don't
we
have
don't
any
want
harm
to take
yet.
a -2 on. Well, I also have no armor,
Mm.
and I also have a 0 on meat. So,
Yeah.
but I'm going to go with that option, and I'm going to see if Stitch can potentially interfere.
All right. So Stitch, go ahead and roll links with Scound for me.
Links. Oh, it's
I
on the
don't
other
know
one.
if Stitch worked on my job. Or
I have a
not.
+1 with Scound.
Okay,
Nice.
cool.
So 2d6 + 1.
Let me look for those dice.
But does this only bump it up 1? Because that won't make a difference anyway.
Oh, I thought you were taking the damage, and this was the -2 to your harm roll.
It was
Oh,
six.
okay, yeah, that would be good. Yeah.
I got a 6 in total, a 5 and a 1.
Okay,
And
so
then plus your 1 is that's not your +1 for
-2.
connection. I'm confused.
Okay, where'd you?
Okay, yeah.
I opened up. I got the dice out. You
All
said
right,
2d6,
so you rolled
right?
6 plus 1 from
Mine.
your link, so that is a 7. Okay,
Which is a
Okay.
pass.
so that is you are implicated in the result of the other character's move and may expose yourself to danger, retribution, or cost. So I will do this way then. You will give a -2 to Scound's roll, but you will also take 2 harm.
Oh,
Okay.
As Stitch, you see the dot of a laser targeting system centering on Scound's chest. You throw your arm over, the bullet passing through your arm and into Scound's.
Shit, I thought it was
Now-
gonna hit the cyber arm.
So I do roll harm and I do -2, right?
Yep, you do harm, -2. So it
Do I
is.
also do +2 because of the
yeah.
harm?
So it is just a flat roll for you now, as opposed to +2.
Do I roll it?
6.
I don't
So
know,
yeah.
it's my roll, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, no. So Scound, you're fine. You got shot, but thanks to the bullet hitting Stitch's, what is the forearm bones?
Gauntlet.
Tibia?
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, tibia. No, radius and ulna.
Ulnus.
Yeah, see,
So-
tibia and fibula is the leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have less notice with the actual guards, mostly with the team, due
Yeah.
to the covert. We have a slightly damaged vehicle, but the motorbike person may or may not also be distracted by their very wounded ally.
Yeah, she's definitely
And-
distracted.
And I have a second intel from finishing my covert entry here. So I currently have 2 intels we can use before the meetup. And theoretically, we are now leaving the scene, depending how things go, with most
also-
of. But of course, Sawtooth and June are still there with the car.
Yep.
To
I
get out.
also need a harm roll from Stitch.
Yeah. I also
Okay.
did. I did throw those gas grenades out to help.
Yeah, that's going to partially cover the fancy car drive.
How much for harm suffered?
2.
Good.
7.
Okay. Let's see here.
I'm gonna lose a limb if it's an option.
No.
With a 7?
7 to 9. The MC chooses 1. You lose your footing. You use your grip on whatever you're holding. You lose track of someone or something you're attending to. Someone gets the drop on you.
What do you want?
You threw your arm over Scound's chest to try and deflect the bullet.
Yeah.
Your hand spasmed in pain as the bullet passed through your arm. And the
That-
case that was in your hand goes flying out the window.
No.
I'm going after it.
Ah.
No, you're
I'm
not.
going after it. Yes, I
Get
am.
out. Get
Well,
the
there's-
fuck out.
There's the
She's
other
driving.
vehicle.
I am the other vehicle.
She's driving. I'm not. I'm going after it.
I'm not picking your ass up. How about that?
That works for me.
All right, so Stitch is leaping out of the vehicle to go after the case while Scound drives the target Sans arm and Tea Kettle off of the plaza. Yes.
Yep.
Sounds
That
about
works
right.
for me.
I guess so.
And Sawtooth
I got one gas
is-
grenade left.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Let's see here now.
Since
Samurai's.
Stitch is with me as he's jumping out, I yell, "Don't forget, destroy is as good as take." And then I drive off.
Right?
with
We
Adam
could have
and
just
the
ran it
target.
over.
Yeah, I was like, can I just shoot it?
You can, but you won't be able to find out what was on it.
I want to know what's on it.
I'm as good with driving it over it if you don't want to jump out.
I'm going to shoot it.
Okay.
Or I'm going to attempt to shoot it.
I mean, Pyro's Stitch is already out of the vehicle. Let him at least go
Okay.
grab it.
I'm driving off with
Yeah,
Hatter
make
and
an
the guy.
attempt.
I
but-
understand I might get left behind. I understood those consequences.
I'm going to drive off, park somewhere unobtrusive, and put in 2 cans of Fix-A-Flat.
Okay. Oh God, I love you.
It's like
woman.
flex tape, but we're flats.
It actually works too. It really does. It's good stuff.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And I know that the tech guy has them.
Yeah.
Oh
the
yeah,
tech guy
I
has
carry a
them.
lot of shit in there. It's a fucking mess in that back area, but I got a bunch of shit.
You shouldn't be doing surgery back here.
No.
Yeah, I also have a lot of surgical equipment. I need to wash some of it.
Okay. So the
You got
van.
alcohol, right?
In a manner of speaking.
Okay. So the van, the target, Scound, and MHTK have successfully extracted.
Good.
Stitch. There is
Out of my-
Jun's
Out of
car.
the back.
Did I get the briefcase?
Ronin Zero, Volpa, and the sniper who y'all don't know the name of, and Sawtooth. Did I forget anyone?
And Jun and Tanuki.
Yeah, June is in the Tanuki with the door open saying, "Get in, losers, we're going to die."
Yeah.
Right. Well, I thought Sawtooth was moving out, but like,
Well,
Yeah.
is
Towards
Sawtooth...
June's car.
Yeah, I mean, Sawtooth, as you are getting in, you see the case go flying, and Stitch, like, scrambling out of his van as the van pulls away.
Just a tuck and roll out the back, and they close the doors behind it.
As soon
Okay,
as Sawtooth gets in the car, the door shuts and we are out.
okay. Well, I was gonna say, as on the player level,
Mhm.
are you okay with Sawtooth just like seeing this as she's getting in and just attempting to just shoot the thing so that you stop putting yourself in further danger? Like on the player
Out
level,
of
are you
character,
okay with
I
that?
won't mind it. In character, my guy will be pissed.
Okay, but the important thing is the player okay with me doing that? Because if yes, then I'm gonna do that.
All good.
I'm gonna pull out Loudmouth and
Roll,
the
mix
thing
it
to
up.
bits.
I'm back.
I have too many windows.
I won't try and interfere with this one, Gearnos, because I don't got my jack.
You sure?
Ah,
I mean, if
if
you
I do,
interfere...
I'll take damage.
So, if you interfere with it successfully and it brings their roll below 7, then you will by default have dived on top of it and gotten the case.
Got shot.
No,
Not necessarily.
no.
No,
On
not
a
necessarily.
that's not what happened
I'll-
on a miss with Loudmouth.
I'll.
So you can definitely try and dive on top of it to get it in your control.
If I don't, is it gonna keep bouncing or?
If you don't, it's either going to get shot by Loudmouth or grabbed by Volpa.
Fuck it, I'll dive on it.
All right. So go ahead and roll help or interfere.
All right,
Which
then I'll
one's
roll
that?
Links. In this case, links with Sawtooth.
All right, I haven't rolled mix it up yet.
Not yet.
I have. Hold on, I know I have a link with Sawtooth as a +1.
All right. So that's 2d6 plus 1 on your roll then.
Okay. That's a 9.
10.
+1 is 10.
So, you are okay. So yeah, you dive on top. You get that is a -2 to Sawtooth's mix it up roll. Sawtooth, go ahead
Okay.
and roll mix it up.
All right, I'm not auto firing it. All right. Okay. So let's see how this goes.
Low numbers, low numbers, low numbers.
I don't have anything
Low numbers.
forward.
There we go. That's the place we want.
Oh damn!
that's
Down
not
to an
low.
8.
That is 8. So, Sawtooth, choose 2. You make too much noise. Advance the relevant mission clock. you take harm as established by the fiction, an ally takes harm as established by the fiction, or something
God.
of value breaks.
Oh.
But like something of value breaks would not be her successfully shooting the thing because that's what she wants.
It would probably be my
No.
hand.
No, something
Yeah,
of value
no.
breaking would definitely be the thing. It's a value.
Oh,
But I jumped on top
But-
of it.
but
Yeah.
it was her. But her objective was to break the thing.
Yep.
Oh, exactly. So
What
in
is
this
our
case, you don't
harm
lose.
clock at? Are we allowed to know that?
I don't think
Or
so.
not harm clock, the danger clock.
The danger clock is currently at 2100 hours on the action clock.
Oy.
How was our
We're-
legwork
oh, yeah.
clock looking?
Your legwork clock got up to 2100 hours.
Okay.
And
I mean, having that break, I know it's not what Stitch wants, but that seems very win-win for you.
Yeah.
As a note, Scound is currently taking some of Hatter's flat orange soda and putting it back in the EpiPen vial and capping it back up.
Okay. So
that
I'm
is going to kill someone.
There is a very reasonable possibility that if I chose to deal damage to Stitch, that it would just
Wipe
Kill
them out.
go
Stitch?
very badly. I do not want that. I don't want to
You
risk
could break
that.
my car. You
Okay.
could like shoot my car.
Break a tail light or something. No, if you gotta break it, go
No,
ahead
I'm-
and break it.
What's the harm on Loudmouth again?
So Loudmouth is
17 harm.
no.
I'm
Loudmouth
sorry.
is
Okay.
3 harm, 4 harm given that she is a small gang. So 4 harm with AP.
Yep. Which means it ignores armor.
Ignores 2 armor.
Are we at
So that is-
2100 right now?
Yep.
That is 4 harm. That is that yeah. So that if you're at 2100, that would put you right at 0. Like that would force an agricultural property roll right there. Let's not do that.
Aw.
Not do that.
So I'm gonna say okay. Something of value breaks. She shoots the thing to smithereens.
Okay.
Um,
And the
would-
other one?
You take harm as established by the fiction. Would that be that she's like taking fire because she's hanging out of the?
She would
out
get
of the
shot
door?
by the sniper.
Okay, I'll roll with that.
What if
Question.
Uh huh.
Can I establish a contact right now?
Yeah.
Like in the middle of this?
That's
I would
what
like to
it's for.
establish a counter sniper.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Ooh,
Tell me about the
that's
counter
fancy.
sniper.
Someone I forgot is Tad his aunt or his cousin? I can't remember.
Ant.
His aunt has known about this job and is providing a little bit of cover for him. And the cover being like a sniper in another building who sees this sniper attacking us and is striking back.
All right. Let's see here. Do you have a name thought of?
No. And honestly, Jun probably has no idea who this person is.
All right.
It's some mook.
It's never some mook. Okay. So,
Oh.
as Sawtooth is shot while shooting because she exposed herself, a second small cough of a sniper rifle echoes. So, Sawtooth, you take 3 harm from being shot. Please roll harm.
Okay. Is it like AP?
Yes.
It's
It
an
is
armor
AP.
piercing.
Yeah, it's an armor
Dang.
piercing sniper. Yeah, the sniper is not nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 3 reduced to 2 by her being a small gang, so she's gonna take 2 harm. Because yeah, her armor is 3 or 2. What was her armor? Her body armor is 2 armor. So yeah, it just goes right through her armor. It puts her at 2300
Still standing though.
Yeah.
and roll harm. So I roll harm plus 2
Mm-hmm.
and then minus 2. So it's just going to be
A flat roll.
minus 2, 2. So 6 on the harm roll.
Okay. You are good.
Yeah.
She
Like,
is not good.
You're shot bad. You do not feel well, but nothing worse happens as you level Loudmouth, and there is that thunderclap sound of the hand cannon just going off, and what was once a case becomes a scattering of plastic and metal debris about an inch away from Stitch's chest.
Race.
Since I can use my neural interface to drive my car, could I perform first aid on Sawtooth?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Cool.
It's kind of I'm going to give you a -1 to it because you're splitting your attention.
Makes sense.
She does look briefly apologetic at Stitch.
Just
like a little flicker of actual emotion.
Stitch is just not paying attention. His world, to an extent, had been shattered.
I got an 11.
An 11.
So you reduce your harm by 1 segment, Sawtooth.
Much appreciated.
All right.
This wasn't like a backstory important super thing.
It wasn't, but he wanted it so desperately because he figured he could sell it.
This is the first mission. We can relax on the.
Okay, yeah.
I'm making life-altering choices.
That's fair. Mostly, he's just highly agitated now.
No, everything is life-altering. Stitch. Sure. Since I get to make a move, you see half of a data drive.
Can I assess what's around me before I run for it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Alright. Where's my assess? Edge. I got nothing for edge. I got an 8.
8. Nice. That gets you 1 question.
Is the sniper trained on me?
The sniper is not there anymore.
Is the motorcycle and the samurai trained on me?
You only get one question.
Okay, that's fair.
Should have asked one of the questions that was available.
I left my last gas grenade in my coat, so I'm going to make a sprint for it.
Act under pressure.
Oh, thank God my cool is 2.
That's good.
I'd like Scout and Hatter to be tying up our captured guy with extra USB cables and stuff while we're.
That's another 8.
Going on.
I'd like to think y'all are also tourniqueting his severed arm.
Oh, I was starting to reattach the veins by that point before I dived out. So
that was an.
I got
8.
things in there.
So
yes, I did.
You can get the half of a drive, but you are going to be shot.
Do it.
All right.
Damn it, you motherfucker.
Well, that is 3 harm coming your way from Volpa. As
motorcycle lady?
Yeah, she reloads her SMG, levels it at you because you're diving for something, and just fires.
That's gonna kill me, ain't it?
Well, 0 isn't dead, but.
Well, wait. How much? What's your harm clock at?
We were all at 2100, weren't we?
No.
Well, it's independent. It's independent.
What is
you've
that?
You've been hit twice.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
So that puts me at 1800 then, right?
I do believe you are at. Let's see. The first one was just 1, and then 2 for the second one.
So you are at 21.
Yeah.
Okay. So I roll harm now?
Well, what's your armor?
I don't have any. I gave it to the guy.
Oh, then yeah. Go ahead and roll harm.
With a minus or +3.
If I die, I die.
Well, I mean, you may not.
Rolled an 8.
8.
Rolled an 8. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you lose your footing.
No. He rolled an 8, which plus the 2 is a 10.
Oh, awesome. Choose one. You're out of action. You take the full harm. Use the loose of a piece of cyberware or lose a body part.
Lose a body part.
All right, what you lose? Hand, leg, eye?
Let's see. My right arm is currently cybernized.
Mm-hmm.
left leg.
Okay, and you are at 0. You're at midnight now. Yes.
I believe so. That's 3 harm then, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Oh gosh.
roll meat to acquire agricultural property.
You do not want to acquire agricultural property.
Yes, you do.
You want to roll
you do
high.
not.
You want?
You
yes,
wanna roll high.
That's
I
what I'm
rolled a
saying.
7 with my -1. It's a 6.
Oh, well, you're dead.
Wait, you rolled. Oh,
Can we assist?
yeah, sure.
I'm trying to think how Sawtooth could.
Throw yourself in front of the fire.
Yeah, it's
No, she's in
throwing
the
herself-
car. She's in the car, and we are driving away.
No, drive the car in
Yeah.
front of the gun.
She's not driving.
Yeah, I'm driving, and I'm not going to do that.
Question, Gyarados.
Mm-hmm.
Right before they kill me, can I hold up the drive?
Yeah.
I just want to hold it up to them and say, you kill me, I eat it, and it gets dissolved before you kill me.
What?
I'm bleeding out here, alright?
Okay. Will you actually destroy the drive before?
I'll
or
chew
is this-
if I have to.
Okay, so you are playing hardball. Okay, go ahead and roll edge then.
Shit, I was hoping I would get cool.
You're making a threat, so that's hardball.
That's a 4. That ain't gonna scare him. Why is it I get the bad rolls at the end of everything?
Why did you just like?
I'm gonna die, I understand.
We did
I
not
make
want
peace
a
with it.
player like didn't want a character death in the first session, and that's Sawtooth's damn job.
Sawtooth needs to do their job better then.
God.
Such as c'est la vie, sadly.
Sawtooth honestly did the best they could. Some idiot jumped out of the van when we were going away.
No,
It's
Not gonna name names.
It's my job to make the story interesting and compelling.
No, absolutely.
If you're gonna kill me, then kill me.
No, you
Can
one more time.
Oh, you can't save me. Let it go.
Their bullets riddle across Stitch's body
As Stitch swallows the drive.
as Stitch swallows the drive.
Crunch.
A bloodied and injured team pulls up to a gas station on the side of the road. As y'all assess your wounds. What y'all gonna do? Head to turn in this guy who is now missing an arm and y'all have no means of reattaching it.
God dang. The medic does not put themselves in the direct line of fire, damn it. So
Yeah.
No.
Gyarados.
I'm
Yeah.
not too done actually
Before-
on talking to him because he's becoming unconscious again soon.
No, Gyarados. Most of my medical equipment's in there. They can reattach the limb if they need to.
They don't know how.
Yeah, we don't know how.
I got books in there.
I'm not.
No.
We're not reading to attach a body part.
Okay.
all right, so like
No.
Sawtooth's gonna just like settle back, check on Loudmouth.
Yeah, no, Loudmouth is great. Of everyone
No,
that came
I-
through this, Loudmouth is probably the healthiest.
Oh, I know, and just like settle
Well,
ourselves. Let's go get paid.
I say
I'm
we
not
turn
done
the
though
guy
because I
in
set up something.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to wait for the I want to put everyone kind of behind where the other guy's at in the barber chair where they're not in direct line of sight. Have him face towards the back of the car,
Mhm.
and be waiting for our contact to be coming back conscious. I want to be holding my orange tube of liquid and flicking the needle.
Okay, yeah. He like, what? What happened?
So you
chest
should be
hurts.
having very nervous still, sweating, nausea, vomiting. I'm not sure if you remember that conversation right before getting here. So, want to talk to us about what that was on the drive and your technical specialty is? And she grabs a notebook, sits down in Hatter's tech wheelie chair from the thing, and grabs a pen out.
All right. Are you actively going to injure or hurt him, or if he does not give you the information?
Nope, she has orange soda in there, and the thing wasn't to hurt. It was
No,
she had told him she had a antidote to give him if he cooperated. Remember?
Okay, so I'm going to say this right now from a human standpoint. Injecting orange soda into a person is bad for that person.
No, that's the carrot. That's why it's orange.
Okay.
Carrot
Oh, so
Carrot.
he like
It's a fake
is the
carrot.
antidote. She's saying like you have these symptoms, which are the symptoms of an EpiPen, not a biological.
Okay, so this is a fast
right,
talk then.
agent.
This is carrot and stick. She's trying to get info.
Yeah.
And he's already had the injection that she's told him he's got earlier. He wanted an antidote for.
Yeah, so what I was trying to determine was if you were playing hardball, if you were basically going like, do this or I'm going to hurt you, or if you were trying to run a ruse.
Running a ruse.
So roll fast talk for me, please.
Okay.
If anyone wants to help or interfere, now would be the time.
I'll
I
help on that.
Oh,
I kind of wanted y'all off site on
Oh,
that, but I guess
okay,
he's already
well,
seen
then-
Sawtooth. You know what?
no,
He's already
never
seen Sawtooth, so that's fine. Actually.
Okay.
Because
All right.
Sawtooth's the only other person this contact's seen. So.
Yeah. Okay,
Sawtooth-
I'm good with
Uh,
Sawtooth
Wall-
potentially winding up exposed from this.
While they're doing this, would it be possible for me to, like, in the front of the van, apply some basic first aid?
Oh yeah, definitely. Go ahead and roll first aid for yourself while Sawtooth rolls help.
Right, that's
First aid is cool.
Cool.
Because you know what? Stitch would have wanted us to know this info.
Aw.
God dang it. True.
Scout does not give a shit what this info is, but Stitch would have wanted us to know it.
Help.
I got a 9.
9? Alright, so that reduces your harm by 1.
Okay. That brings me down to 1,800.
Excellent.
Alright, that's an 8 on the help.
Okay, that is, you will be implicated in the results of this.
I'm good with that, so
Alright.
plus 1.
So Sawtooth walks around like my heavy, right?
Yeah, she's just looming, blood-stained, and like her face
Bullet
is
holes.
just from the nose down, her face is just dripping gore. Still.
And I'm going to roll a fast talk plus 1 to see what we can get out of him.
Yep.
On it, and that's a 10 with Sawtooth's help. We need
Nice.
it.
Oh.
Alright.
It was, data on a new biodrone, force-grown armored, multi-pedal, weapons platform. I am in gene coding and development.
Why would gene coding and development work on a drone?
It is a biological drone.
Ah,
Vat-grown soldiers.
I'm
Yes.
gonna hand you the notebook. Write down anything relevant you think you can while we're driving. And if the notebook looks good and useful, I will do my best to talk to our contacts about handling you nicely. By the way, she'll squirt out the tube. You're fine, it's an EpiPen. You're not dying.
Okay. It feels like I am. My chest hurts.
Oh yeah. EpiPens are the greatest terrible thing.
So, write what you can. If it's useful, then we will talk to the people on your behalf who want to talk to you.
Okay.
And she just hands him the notebook and leaves like his arm tied, but the one hand that's good to write untied, and hands him a pen and the notebook.
He starts writing. At that same moment, there is a knock on the driver's side window.
So, I think I should probably take whatever that call is. And Scout steps out of the back of the van.
There's a dude there holding a bag of brown paper bag. Looks over it, he just holds it up. It's like, did y'all order the tortas with soy pork?
I think she'll raise an eye and check the bag to see if it's a payment for a handoff.
No, it's 4 sandwiches wrapped in foil.
Did any of us order that?
I most certainly did not. In fact, when the knock came on the window, Hatter physically jumped.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, Sawtooth is just like a moment too late. Scout is just Scout is faster, and just like popping out of the van, still like covered in
she's
her
very
own and
big.
other people's blood. Let me go first. Next time.
Okay.
Like not
Is this
not to the
your
guy.
order?
the
I
Scout.
can go and find
The
someone.
Scout.
Any balance due on it?
No.
Sounds like our typical. Thanks. As she takes the bag and nods.
He nods and he goes and gets back into his car and drives away.
Have a good one, SA.
So it comes back on probably for everyone by now. So I guess someone knows we're here.
Y'all did park in
I
a
would
very
not
public
eat
place.
those sandwiches.
Probably friendly.
And check if there's any listening devices in either the bag, the sandwiches, or literally search the bag.
No, it's just like a sandwich with bean curd, sliced lettuce, sliced tomato, jalapeno, and strips of vat-grown pork soaked in chamoy and sriracha.
Does our
How does it smell?
Good.
does our tech have a bug scanner anywhere in his van?
I would say yeah.
I'll go ahead and just scan the bag first for
Nothing
any
would come up.
electronic device signals.
If they're
Okay.
not bugs, I could use one. I'm going to need some extra protein in the next few days.
Let's move our 2 vehicles to a different lot, have some food, and regroup, and then we'll, after we've patched ourselves up a little, we'll contact the
All right.
client.
After about 3 hours,
Scan would like to do first aid too, by the way.
yeah, go ahead. After about 3 hours, the gentleman has finished writing out as much of the technical details as he can remember, and y'all have been given a location to meet up, a multi-story garage port on the roof.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and roll my apply first aid. I got an 8, so is that a 1?
That
Reduction?
reduces it by 1. Does that bring you below 2100?
I was already below.
Oh, then yes.
Okay. Does anyone else need first aid? My character's slightly okay at it.
You can only
I'm
get
at
first aid
18.
once, right?
Only once per set of wounds, yes.
Okay, good to know.
Does Sawtooth need any for the other set of wounds?
I was
or
gonna
no?
say, like, can she
Is
like?
that something?
Yeah, for each set of harm that you received, you can receive first aid, yes.
Okay, she's been harmed
Oh.
3 times, so yeah, she could use more first aid.
Can I do either 1 or 2 on Sawtooth, whichever works?
Yes.
Okay, let me do the first
Should-
one. 9 should reduce by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Will that bring you below 2100, Sawtooth?
2100 exactly.
If their harm clock is still at more than 2100, okay, yeah, you're fine then.
Okay, I'm gonna do 1 for the other sets, and that'll bring you to I think your last first aid.
Yep.
11.
Excellent. Harm clock is less than 2100. Reduce their harm by 2 segments.
So that puts me and Sawtooth both at 1500, I think, right?
Nice.
Cool.
Anyone else in bad condition?
So she goes down to
I already
1500.
got my first aid.
I have not
Okay.
been hurt at all. So.
Okay.
That's the benefit of not getting out of the car.
That's my job.
The car could definitely use a little body work. It's been shot once or twice, but not terrible.
Thankfully, it's easily repaired.
Yep. Pop off a panel, put a new panel in.
I
Yeah, and I
assume
think
we repaired the tire on the van.
Yeah, fix it. Fix the flat.
Alright.
And I think it's mostly just that, while it actually comes from the cool stat, I think it's just mostly that Scout's been in a lot of medical environments.
That's fair.
All right,
Okay, so we have our
Thanks for
meeting
the help.
contact. We have our notebook from him, which we are stashing in June's vehicle. Does that
Mhm.
work for you, June?
Yeah, that'll work. I'm the only one with a vehicle now. Unless we're totally
narratively, y'all
taking
still have the van
sticks.
until y'all give it a
Yeah.
Viking funeral.
I was gonna say, unless we're stealing.
No,
Stitch's
thank
vehicle.
you. Van is nice.
You can have the vehicle.
Alright, cool.
We don't have Stitch.
So,
We're
it
going
is
to need a new
9 o'clock.
medic.
The lights on the upper story of the multi-level parking garage cast deep shadows that obscure most of the area as y'all drive up.
And I'm going to go ahead and do a covert entry just as we're entering a new area, and things could, hopefully won't, but could go wrong here. So covert entry is I believe it's cool, but yeah, cool.
Okay.
And that's an 8, so I have 1 hold for covert entry.
Noted. A figure in a black suit with a red tie is standing in the place where y'all were told to conduct the handoff. He doesn't seem to have any guards or anyone with him.
Okay, I would like to cash in an intel before we go in.
Sure thing.
Let's see. Who or what is not the item, but this researcher itself most valuable to?
So, like, who the target is valuable to?
Yeah, not just like they want to talk to him about taking the stuff, but like his skill set and that kind of thing. Who is he valuable to?
Okay, so this would provide. So Intel provides information in less of a Q&A and more of a you tell me kind of way.
Okay.
That's it. What intel do you know?
So basically, okay, so I've gone over the notes and I know his main departments and skills and the fact that he was there before.
Yeah.
So I know that while they're like a mid-level employee ran away, that's not entirely also the case, that they might want him back for more than just a stern talking to.
Yeah, he definitely has some proprietary information just from what he wrote down for you, as well as the fact that he has knowledge of, at the very least, one bioweapon.
So our main thing is we've destroyed the thing they've asked for.
Mm-hmm.
We brought back the guy they wanted to talk to. We didn't also bring back the chip, but
Yeah.
we brought back the guy, which was
But we did destroy
the
the
bonus
chip, which
already.
was
It was destroy or bring back. We checked that off,
Mhm.
and we did that.
Yep.
So
so we did do both objectives, even if it wasn't the
Cleanest.
it definitely wasn't the cleanest. Even if it wasn't, full bonuses, it at least got one bonus and all objectives complete. So I personally call that a success.
Boss, I would like to assess.
All right, go ahead and make your assess roll.
That is a 10.
10?
So, what do I notice despite an effort to conceal it?
There
In this
are
parking garage.
4 dog-like shapes in matte black armor, with what looks like submachine guns attached to their flanks, in the shadows.
How